Hey guys, here I am. I got ice my ice maker today. So trying to say I made this one second. This one first. Different clearance products from um on my grocery store excursions, including these guys, which I'm going to be giving to the dogs. Except maybe some of these clowns, because this I just love this little this This one no, not there's only one like this. Mork. Mork from a big attack. It's like sorry. I can't tell if I'm being called yet, but I gotta assume Arthur will call first and want to get through on whichever phone he does. I see you. Hello. So I got some games. Are you excited? Yeah. I I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Um, I do believe in climate change, guys. I do believe in that. Um, I do believe the droughts, um, the that it is Im impacting how we treat this planet. But I also believe that there is arson at play because arsonism is that a word? Arsonism? The hell are you doing? Yeah, arson. Well, boy, here's sort of like the ocean's place, but from what I think that California is one of the windiest places. Yes, that's true. There's a particular confluence of weather and environmental events that can lead to this for certain. But this is what I'm trying to say is arsonism, I think, is a mental illness that's very low compared to other ones like anxiety and OCD, like ADHD, talked about. But there's been people that have caused California wildfires that have it's hard to prove, like, but there's a process of investigation proven it. They go to jail, they served their time, they got out, and they did it again. That something like clicks, they can't help themselves, and especially, I believe during these fires, like, you gotta look at the locations too that are being targeted. I think when they know there's because like, we don't have the water. I mean, they Malibu has they can take planes from the ocean, actually. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of money, but they're trying. But a lot of these places, like, they don't have the water, and these arsonists, they know it. They're like crazy. They want to watch their beautiful fiery destruction. It's an illness, and I think that there's some of the I'm not denying climate change, you guys. I'm just saying that there's freaking evil people that are like, a screw we is don't know. Loose. We don't know that for a fact yet. We don't know how it happened. So no, you can't just say that. It's alternate, but we don't know. It's just basically Southern California, where you say that y'all only don't have any rain down there. Oh yeah, we don't. It never rains in really. We get long droughts. We get Tony made that song. A girl don't they want um but yes, I appreciate the thoughts being given to me, but I almost feel guilty about them because they should be given to the people that really are being affected. Like, I would I would let you know. No, I haven't. Oh yeah. I saw a photo of that Pacific Palisades, and it's like ruins. Actually, when I was at the Enterprise today, you guys, when I was at the Enterprise today, someone came in and they were coming from there, and they said it's a war zone. It's a war zone down there. They had to get out, like, and so they had to come out here, and they were getting a rent a car. So anyway, the car collision place. Whoever is calling, I'm already on the phone with Arthur, so you gotta wait. Um, I think that they fucked it up. Like, I think that that car doesn't look right, and I'm gonna take it to a Mercedes dealership. But I'm talking about my car that was hit. That I had this rental that they charged me over $300, which I better get back because they were covering 30 something, and then so I had to pay 9 a day. But then they were charged me on the taxes uh for the full price, which does not seem right. So and you get bill from that, so you get bill from that, and it's like this is crazy, but okay. So then I had to get into an Uber, get that app on my phone, gotta download that. Um so so I oh well, I did see that. I guess the mayor from LA, the mayor of LA, I'm sorry, she was in Africa actually. Um, some event, I don't know what was going on there, but they were able to talk to her or try to, and she wouldn't even respond. And it's like, ma'am, this is the time for leadership. Like, say something because your people are suffering. Give them some kind words. But it's like, it's You know, it's given, let them eat cake. Like, you don't wanna be doing I'm not saying that's how she feels, but it's like, as far as, like, what I've heard of with leadership, there's always gonna be flaws and stuff, but that's one of the first ones that stood out to me, like, well, I know as far as, like, with the Colorado, the ice pack, that there was a point where it was building back up, um, and they I think it might have been, um, not preserved properly. Maybe we can learn from that. But like you guys, I'm not an expert on the environment, and I live in California. I live under a drought system. Like my water is done in um levels, like with a leak. Like if it goes over a certain amount, which is very like low, the titration up is like a lot because of the drought. Praying for me. Um, I'm just trying to see why that R person is being muted. Don't joke about that. It's not the time to joke about that. People are really I saw 10 people already are dead. And can you imagine? Oh, I can't. Pets, people that leave their pets. That's so what? So anyway, they,
I was fucking the fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
Lift this up a little so I can sit up. Um, where was I? Oh, so the Uber, I had to download it because I didn't have space in my phone. I don't really use it, so I had to download it. And then sitting in the car trying to figure out for so long how to give the guy a tip, but I did. Um, and I get out of the car and then I see my car, and it's like this does not look right. Like the side of my car that got hit, the right off the bat, you see that the headlight is totally different. It's totally different. And it's a totally different color. And then they try to say, like, oh, that's just from like wear and tear. Well, then why is on the other one? And why is it on the side that got I hate this system?
This is that's why I don't deal with shit like that because number one, I drive because
Mhm.
I want to get into cars. If this had to deal, there was some insurance bullshit.
Yeah, I had to. I have to. I still am, but that was today and I came back, I cried. I started the day crying, but I did get an ice maker when I came back. And I'm like, thank the Lord. And by the Lord, I mean John. And it took me, yeah.
Uh, car was really by a fire.
Yeah.
You saw all those cars, and all those cars were just melted and just history. Couple of them,
Sorry, just
Chris and his wife, Paris Hilton lost hers.
really.
Joe, yeah, Joe Rogan lost hers. I,
Joe Rogan's in Texas.
I, but still, people can have different mansion houses,
Touch me.
different places. Only is not one of them. A lot of people can have them. Can have why do you think Paris Hilton has it? You don't. I bet you that Paris Hilton don't care that she lost that house in Los Angeles because yes, man, and then possibly in Florida, New York. I know she has one in Paris, France. Yeah.
Well, she's got some babies though, and she has a lot of animals. So yeah.
You think that's the she got more than one manager. And also, I just saw from my telly, Houston lost his.
Who did? What did he say? Mel Gibson. Oh, Mel Gibson. I'm sure that's not his only home either. It's not to say that I don't.
You think that that's the only message they have in well, no, no. They have
Okay.
one in different cities. On that.
Well, I mean,
Okay, countries.
they try to invest, and Mel Gibson, he's from Australia, so I would imagine he's got a place there. I would if I was him, you know. Uh, but I got a game that I thought, I got. You could probably see around. I got a lot of games for you. But one,
I
mm,
see cranium. I see. Uh, what's the other one?
well, one in particular, I got especially for you because I knew you would nail it.
What's that?
The Golden Girls. No, because you are the Golden Girls experts.
Oh, they didn't even watch the show.
Why not? Are you sexist?
No,
Then what were you watching instead? Miami Vice?
no, I watch certain shows like different strokes, uh, like the was that shit, Stella. I ain't watched the Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
And not only that, Stella,
Trying to separate like the out
I
minutes.
so I watched different shows my whole life, including this one show you can't do that on television.
Uh-huh. And they did it on television?
Yeah, the show was called You Can't Do That on television.
Okay. Let me see what would be a good game for you. And I know I had some others, like I forget. Yeah.
What's the other one? What's that?
Well,
Words?
yeah. I'm not seeing them all in here because some of them are small. And now I'm like, uh, where are they? And did I sorry.
Something.
But that's okay because I have plenty enough for tonight.
Reverse.
Hmm.
Reverse what?
What was this one? What? See,
What's
look at this one. For anybody in the audience right now.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah. Anybody that's in the audience that's an office person. Now, this was you, so but hopefully there's some good trivia in here. Uh
Whatever.
well, I don't think that you watch The Office. You don't seem like you watch The Office.
If it got something with sports, if it got something with certain movies, if it got something with wrestling,
Yeah. Well, I definitely had like a little sports pack, but I don't know where it is, at the moment. But there was a little pack, so it'll turn up. If not tonight. So just give me a second. I'll find a fun one.
take it down.
Thank you.
No rush. I'm in no rush,
You
baby.
obey the card. I don't know what this
The only
is.
thing I'm just watching right now is just looking at you with that sexy green sweater and
Isn't that cute? It's Santa. And he's got bells. I figured since my Christmas was ruined and every day since.
don't say don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay. Okay.
Your Christmas was great.
Oh.
Don't every day is every day is great, Stella. So don't think like that.
Mm-hmm.
They, I want you to do something that just this during this 2025. Think positive.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just think positive.
Okay. This one might be a little too tricky to do. This part.
Stop praying.
Yeah, but it's more involved. Okay, so this one gonna put trash pile. Let's see
More
this.
involved what? Sex, something.
No, like one player. Mm,
So,
sorry, I'm a little off. Like I've had a rough freaking day, and also like for instance, part of like what's since Christmas that website, like that roll to put place, they gave me a refund again. Um, and I thought about it, and the site that I'm working with right now that's in America, I thought about it, and it's like they're like a professional site for this kind of thing and legitimate, and all like the magazines that say like what are the best places, like this is. But I thought that I needed a European one too. But then I thought about it, and it's like, look at a company like Disney or something, and there's a reason why you can't look up like Moana and just pop, there's a Moana playing in some site in Russia or wherever. And even though Disney is an American company, although I don't always know what's an American company or what's Irish because of the taxes, what they try to skirt around for, although that may change if they implement some kind of changes, um, in the future, but either which way, they're able to do it, and it's like, I thought to myself this morning, I'm like, "You know what? This is America." Like, just because you're in another country, like, that doesn't mean, like, you can break our laws, trade laws, um, copyright laws, labor theft, like, no. Especially, I would hope with the new administration would even advance more on that from, with each consecutive president would improve. So that is my hope. So I'm like, they do. They absolutely are capable. They have offices and stuff overseas, and they are able to do it from America, but in other countries as well. International law to get this done. I don't need that rule to. This one is just as expensive I've been paying per month, and I get frustrated that I'm like, why isn't this done right away? Why isn't this done? But do show me like they are working at it. Um,
Well, Jones, talk about stuff like that because I don't want to like get into no argument with somebody. If someone talks about political stuff with me, I just say, you know what, let's talk
I
about
don't
something
know
else.
how
I
to
don't
do
talk
this one.
about political stuff. That's not. It's not for me.
Um,
Only one. You know, I want to say this.
mhm,
And no, this is not about anything of the incidents.
it's my bacon.
But next week is the divisional playoffs, and everybody was saying about whoever whoever team wins. Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah,
My Kansas City Chiefs, they're going for the three-peat.
I know they're doing.
And whether whoever plays me in the division or in the championship, we're going back to the Super Bowl. We're gonna be here first, and I'm gonna be here first seed to get a three-peat. Whether a Lions fan, whether a Vikings fan, whether a Buccaneers fan, whether a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Baltimore
Mhm.
Ravens fan, I don't give a damn who gets in Kansas City's way. Whoever gets in Kansas City's way, we're taking them down and getting that third title.
Okay. Well, you got to give them credit. They're doing good. So respect where it's due. All right. So I'm gonna read from a card, and then you just answer it. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Things that are too powerful.
As far as the management said, why we listen to football, that's just one thing I just said management. If you don't like what I think, then just enjoy.
No, it would do that. I don't know. I try to separate the boxes so for the trash later. Do you see what I'm doing back there? So part of the point of the game is you kind of guess what other people might think or what their reply might be.
Uh,
Um, but also throwing it out quick to like what your response is. So this is the first one that came up is things that are too powerful. I should get a box part actually for like used up cards. Okay. So Terry says the government. My gas of what? Vince McMahon. Oh, I still need to see that documentary when I get that TV set up. I wanted to today, but I haven't yet. And then I can't tonight because I don't have enough light. Anyway. Uh-huh.
thinking of my hope that they don't have to charging all those charges might be dropped.
Yeah. Um,
He can really, and how the hell could get, and how the hell could he get away with that?
to me personally, it makes me so angry that Alec Baldwin shot a woman and faced no consequences. Like, I understand that, like, "Oh, there was a Brady violation, so we didn't drop it." But, like, you're bringing him on Saturday Night Live, like, he's all, "Oh, yes, you're in the five-timer club," and, so it's like, you killed a woman. You shot and killed a woman, and whether you got convicted or not, that was your set. You were the director, producer, and you shot, aimed, and killed a woman. Like, I don't understand why we're all supposed to, like, be cool with you just because you did, like, uh, a Trump impersonation. Cool, but, like, you also killed a woman. Like, I don't know. So if his can be forgotten about like it was nothing, then who with Vince, then anything's possible, right?
I don't even want to
Oh, yeah.
get down control enough. That guy lied. Let me just say this. He lied about retiring. He lied about, and then he just came back and then tried to make it fit for Vince.
Yeah.
I've been watching you. I've been watching wrestling. I just you, the NWA, WCW, since looking at you, boy, you've done a lot of stuff great.
Mm,
But over the years, man, you've done some terrible things, especially to certain people, and you've been getting away with it, especially the steroid trial.
Darth, you know you're gonna get the Golden Girls trivia.
I
Mm,
don't know how you got away from the steroid trial, but you did. You got away with a lot of stuff, and for what it's worth, you got away with this.
yeah.
But
So anyway, I would say things that are too powerful. I would say your ability to ramble on about topics that have nothing to do with this game. Too powerful. Things that keep growing. Stop it. Yeah, I didn't answer because I'm on the phone with um um Arthur Artie. But if you want to talk with Artie, if you want to do like you want to play the game with him, I can bring you on with him. But
who wants to be in with?
uh Fidel Castro, things that keep growing, your sense of entitlement, your audacity, things that are addictive.
Come on, fella, calm down, calm
Thank you, Jerry. What? What? What are you talking about?
down. If there was another person who could do wrestling trivia,
Fidel, can you do wrestling trivia? Okay, here we go. How about this one? Name three, and you're supposed to do it in 5 seconds, but I'll give you longer. Name three women's professional basketball teams.
huh?
Name three women's professional basketball teams.
The, Phoenix Mercury.
Oh, nice. All right. Name three wristwatch brands.
like so many brands, but
Did you sit on your balls again?
no, my foot was asleep. I'm gonna say Rockaware.
A Roquefort? Timex, that's a good one. Okay. Name three kinds of fish. Catfish.
What swordfish? White shark. That'd be one of them too.
Oh, yeah, sure. The great white, the man in the gray suit. Okay, name three types of floor exercises.
Push ups, sit ups.
Okay, but what about this? What do you call that? Name three ways to stay warm in the winter.
Doors.
Burn cold.
Wear a jacket or things.
Light your neighbor on fire. That's a joke.
Oh, I took this sort of a little slow on my TV.
Okay, name three female athletes. It was a she.
I'm a like, small vowels.
Good job. Okay, name three fouls or penalties in basketball.
Truncheon. Watch. Go.
Is traveling when you hold the ball and you just like walk with it?
Oh,
Oh, name three Tom Cruise movies.
let's keep it this. Top Gun, Jimmy McGuire.
Okay, would you say those are his top three?
I wouldn't know it. You know what, Jacob? People might disagree with me on this last thing. They will say that they think that Mission Impossible could be your number one.
Okay, but don't you think number one should be like Vanilla Sky or Tropic Thunder or um, Minority Report or um, what's the other one?
Yes.
What's the one?
Yes, man.
Um, sorry, I was just thinking of a like a romantic one that he did, but I can't really remember. Like earlier in his career, like a romance. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Reason why I said those three is because well, for Top Gun, I feel the need for speed, for risky business, a dance, and for Jerry Maguire, only one, if only these couple words made that movie. Show me the money.
Show me the money. Name three women's makeup items.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. Soon we got.
Shit.
Mm, Night and Day, that was a good one. That's not what I was thinking of though. War of the Worlds, that was a good one. Um, Minority Report. I liked Minority Report. I liked his sci-fi stuff. I like sci-fi. Um, Interview with the Vampire. I haven't seen The Firm. We're on the 4th of July. Yeah.
I'm gonna switch because there is one that's something on her that it's a few good men.
I always say that, yeah. Endless
Where you
Love.
see it, the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I don't know, like, this movie, but just, like, looking at the cover of it makes me wanna see it. Makes me think you guys would like it. Look at this cover. It's called Losing It. Tom Cruise and Shelley Long. Forget who Shelley Long is, but isn't that a cute photo? I like that. Artistic. Yeah, I don't know. 1983 it says. What's this one?
Wow.
Cocktail. I think one of you guys said that. The Color of Money. Rain Man. Rain Man was a good one. Far and Away. It could have been Far and Away. I was thinking with like
Okay.
Rock of Ages. Oh, that has to be number one. How could I forget? Okay, Vanilla Sky, Tropic Thunder, and Rock of Ages. There you go.
What you got?
Oh, did we?
Jack Reacher.
Why are we gonna put that in the top three though? I don't even remember the plot to that. Far and Away, you'd like, yeah. Do we know? Did we name women's makeup items? I want to hear you say it.
Oh no, 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 no.
Your blush,
think, I think
your your gloss. Name three things you do before going to bed. Watch me. Listen to me read. Name three fads. What the hell is a fad? I have to look that one up. That word. Fad.
what?
Fads. 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 Yeah, right? Okay, fads meaning. Okay, he'll look it up for me. Days of Thunder, Chairman Fire, Eyes Wide Shut. I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut. I hear it's too like like it stays with you, like it's the creepiness. Born on the 4th of July. If I was born on the 4th of July, I would watch that on my birthday every year. I've never seen it.
Distortion is the latest organ in the Midwest.
Very good. Okay, so name three fads. Well, here's a shortened one, a style, activity, or interest that is very popular for a short period of time. See, here's the thing, I don't follow fads. It's hard to know. uh, yeah, I feel like a show can be that way, like, if it has, like, a really good first season and then the second one, it comes, like, 5 years later and it falls off, it's like, I guess it was, like, a fad. But sometimes, like, Stranger Things comes out, like, every 3 or 4 years and it hits. Can't forget Tequila Center. I was just trying to pick weird ones that people wouldn't pick. Like, I think people forget he was in Vanilla Sky, but that movie, like, affected me because it's so sci-fi. Like, he has a different phase because he's in was he in, like, a cryogenic chamber, and Cameron Diaz character, and especially Penelope Cruz, when she says I've never heard of that one. I picked Tropic Thunder because he has a weird cameo in prosthetic. And and Rock of Ages because it's a fucking musical that he's how did Tom Cruise did Rock of Ages? And that's so you have to pick it because it's too weird, you know? Like, would Brad Pitt do Rock of Ages? No. No, he would not. Would Mel Gibson do Rock of Ages? Nope. Would, who else am I thinking? George Clooney? No. Tom Cruise would. Okay. So let me do a last one before you get into a prayer. And
So, well, my man is what is oh, oh, I can't hear him. I learned how to shut him up. I don't know how to tell you this, but your management is being disrespectful.
you know what though? You're gonna show him by answering this question because I bet a lot of people don't think that you can get this one, but I have faith in you. Are you ready? Name three Shakespearean works. Go.
Well, one is Romeo and Juliet. One is Hamlet. One is Davy Crockett. Shit.
Did you say David Crockett?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go with a Thelio or a Midsummer's. Okay. Great job. How about a prayer? Nailed it. Tempest, much Macbeth.
You see people saying that I think she still stuck to you or still
Mm.
get you upset, but you don't want to tell me. I'm here to tell you it's this. If I said stuff to you that make you upset, just tell me. I'll and I won't do it again. Just
I have a question for you, Arthur. Okay. When when was the last time you watched something like a show or a movie and it made you cry?
oh man. I know it was a lifetime show. It was called A Girl Like Me. Great Aurora story. And the ending of it teared me up.
Yeah, why? It was emotional. Did she die?
Got Annie Arroyo, who came out as transgender and well, at the end of the movie, this was a true story.
Oh yeah.
They found out that she was a he, and the guys who found out killed her. And they showed a montage about him in a dress and just look at him. It, I mean, tear it up.
You felt sad for his pain?
Yeah.
When was this? Was this recent that you saw this?
This movie was like a long time ago back. Oh, did that movie come out on Lifetime? Hang on. That movie came out in 2006.
Okay. I guess the reason I asked that is because I feel like your ability to read empathy, like to see suffering for what it is off. Like I think like your ability sometimes to see my pain and understand it. Like I know that you care for me. I know that you do what you can to try to help. But sometimes I wonder if you pick up, if you're perceiving um all the signs of a person that's in distress the way that other people might, you know? So like I just was wondering if sometimes when you're watching the show, if you often will see like in an emotional scene and a character is mhm,
24/7.
mhm.
I'm with you 24/7. I feel your pain 24/7.
Yeah,
That ain't, and that's no lie, and that ain't no lie.
listen, I know that you care about me.
You damn right I do.
I know that, but like when you say things like, I wish that you would stop shaking like that, it bothers me. And I think it comes off like you're missing cues.
But
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
It's the truth. When I say that, means I am feeling your pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel this pain. You be this leg is sticking. I feel it. And that gets me worried about you. That makes me want to just say, I just wish I could just get a plane ticket, fly down to California where she's at, and hold her and hold her and make her feel better.
Well, I appreciate you saying that because it felt a little bit to me like you wish that you could just turn the channel off because it was annoying you and not really that it's not something it's not something, yeah.
It's bullshit.
Hmm.
Don't ever think that again, because that will never happen. I never ever want to do that.
Yeah,
I feel
so
your pain, and that's it. And I feel your pain. I love you. I pray for you every damn day. Just like I'm pray for you right now.
okay.
And 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 to the people who think that I'm lying,
Talking about movies. Braveheart, Terminator, to
yeah,
the ending. Duh.
yeah, I know. And to the people who think that I'm mistaken to do this. Let me tell you something. I don't lie about this. I'm 1,000% truthful. And to the people, I'm not naming names. To the people who think I'm lying about this, well, y'all know what y'all can do. Y'all can take y'all disagreement on that and shove it up my ass. Anyway, here we go. Lord, you see the destruction of California, and I've been concerned that destruction of these LA fires was going to get to was going to get to my loving friend Stella. Well, thank God it hasn't, and I'm praying that it doesn't happen. Lord, these fires in California need to cease. The wind needs to cease. Everything needs to cease. These people have suffered too much. Especially California has been suffering from earthquakes.
Yeah,
Even while
and give the
even
people and give the people strength.
give the people a strength. But there is one neighborhood that is totally gone for one house. These people don't have their homes. Somebody, a celebrity, they've lost their mansion, but know that they got other mansions in other countries.
Yeah, but they might have lost something irreplaceable to them in the fire, though, too.
Looking for people are just scattering around that debris trying to find out. Some people found stuff that they had survived, but a lot of them have not
And
been.
people that loot, like, I don't know. I feel like, what the hell is wrong with you? People had to evacuate and take their puppies, and they're they're told they had to evacuate. So you don't go in there and loot their home. I don't know. That's where's your heart?
Well, that's all California is. They love to loot places. They
Mm.
got about they got about 92 riots out there in Los Angeles. You know, because because that's what it is.
Mhm.
That's what it is. It ain't I never been to Los Angeles, but I've heard some good, but I also heard some bad stuff about there. And
Yeah.
I just stands up and just let me just tell you, it's crazy down there in Southern California.
Yeah, well, people be stealing all over the world, huh? That's what I'm dealing with. And they think they're better than the looters, I bet. Yeah, because what? Because you steal from a vulnerable woman who's grieving her mom, whose back is broken, who's gotten never mind. This is serious note. Well, there's only so much I can burn once it burns. You know what I mean? You have a lot of tinder, but it can only burn forever. It's like you have a fireplace. It can burn until it can, but you don't want it to jump with the wind to catch more. Yeah. Song.
One thing you can do. How about you mute the phone?
Arthur, you wouldn't believe how many messages I get saying, I love hearing Arthur sing. I look forward to it every week. That man, yeah.
Jerry likes to when every time I sing, he knows what I'm saying.
They say that man is a star and he's got charisma and he puts himself out there. You should have been on Star Search. If they bring it back,
Uh,
here we go.
this one here is a group. I've been here hearing this. You know what?
We didn't start the fire. No, wait, hold on, too soon. It was always burning. Oh, how about this? I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, down, down. With fire.
Well, Blair.
Favorite basketball player. And he was also a singer? Oh, crap. Jerry, you know?
Two songs and I'm going to. I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet. I'm gonna just I hear it, yes. Because the only thing that's out there is
You know what? I bet there aren't that many athletes that can rap.
well, that's
Very small, limited group of people in that category. Rapping professional athletes.
yeah, because when I heard him, I seen people, yeah, because
How dare you, Terry? How dare you shut your mouth?
he may be my all-time favorite basketball player, and he's retired. But there's only one thing that he wants to know: what can he do? Does he want to shoot, pass, or does he want to slam?
I have no idea what this is. Wayne Gretzky was a terrible.
Oh, I like to open your knees. Get open. Let's get open. Hands open. Second spoken. I got made the competition. Ammunition. It's my own opposition. You know,
It's ridiculous.
control it. Jam it. The jams. You better leave my phone hot. Oh, sorry. Bring a hole in your put the hole in your. It's like a toll. It's a tall human being. You can check a Ken dog in the Coliseum. You get a white thing that's not because I'm hostile.
This is amazing.
Truth flies. You can go.
Grammys.
After ball to the bucket, I'm a shoot you. Give it away now. You have a root you. Yes, no, no, what's that go? People trying to stop me. Got me with a knocking. Right on the sale, so back up. The shack in the I'm a rookie. Can't eat what is she? So even alone, I'm turning green. That diesel. Bigger, pop goes the wheel. My shack. That's huge. And then my wicked. So good. I get so okay. Let's give it to just give it chance, you know. Bring it down. Not for me, rascals. Hey, better get a bit on. Remember, talking to me.
Trying to summon Fila.
Well,
Oh, it's not. I hear footsteps.
well, you must know what it was.
I got it. I knew she'd get curious. Who was it? Who was it? What? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Uh,
Yeah.
Jerry, everybody, it was shoot pass land by Shaquille O'Neal, a boy Shaq.
Wait, he was a rapper?
Yep.
Ugh. I'm sorry. I didn't think that was amazing. I mean, you did a good job, but it was like, is that the best rap song?
Do that.
We have a disagreement.
Don't do that to boy Shaq. People, people just want it. And let me just tell you this: he came out with a great. You know what? People can just diss this. You know, get Shaq food. I love Shaq food because let me just tell you this: Shaq. Ever since he turned pro in 1992, I love Shaq. Shaq was my favorite basketball player since day one. I was a United fan for 4 years. Lakers fan for 8 long years.
Long years.
Okay, for a second one. And you know what? You know what? Let's go to the archive. Fuck this shit. Because you know, not played this archive one for you in a while.
Oh,
So,
oh, look what you got. Oh, oh.
So let's jam on this one.
Careful. Careful.
I played so many archive, but I've never played this archive for you in a long time. So if I was up with you, yes, I would cuddle with you.
Right here. Chocolate.
I want your sugar.
Well, here you go.
I'm hungry, baby. Fucking down.
This one.
Need your loving, I need it now. When I'm without you, I'm something weird. You got me begging, I'm on my knees. I don't be kidding, I just want to be real. And just give it away. Oh, baby, because I don't care what you want. It's gonna be whatever you want. But a little taste, just like the shit. Would you
I gave you yogurt. Feel it. Don't knock it over. Knocked it over.
show me good? Sweetness. Still put it on me. Without you, I'm sure you feel. You do it. One thing I'm looking for. I want to be, I want to be, want to be real away. Oh, baby. Want to do what you want. Just want to be where you want. Got a little taste. You should have please. So don't want to tell me. I want you. And I see. You're the love of the body.
That was amazing. You put Fila in such a good mood. Wonderful call. I love that you care about the victims of the fire. All right. Thank you so much. Love you. Mwah. Bye now. I care about you too. Fila, what are you eating here? Phone line is open. Don't eat the labels. This is caca. Don't eat caca. I don't know which phone. I don't know which phone whoever's gonna call next, so I gotta have all eyes on. Hello. Look, I'm not that quick with the fingers. You gotta give me a minute. I am. Oh, the car. Um, is the picture on that phone or this phone? Okay, let's see. It's like I don't know if you ever had a car in a shop for a while and you didn't get to see it. It's like when Fila got out of the pound and she was looking like she had marks. She was missing chunks of fur, and you're like, this is not how I left my dog. And obviously, like it was in an accident or whatever. I got some scratches here on the side, but okay. So this, to me, this um does not look right. That does not look like the one that was there when I left it. Yeah, I don't think that they fixed that. That was the one that was hit, and they said um that those exactly the same. No. Mm. Then I think I got the other one. No.
Yeah, when they got frosted like that, that's an old one. It's definitely not new.
And here is the other side. Here's the other one. You see? Do you see the difference? I don't know how the camera's picking up.
Yeah. Still,
What?
it's gonna get the person and charge the insurance company the full price for the new ones and then pocket the difference. Just
Yeah.
expect you to take it.
It's something looks off even in the front. It I want to have that car checked out by Mercedes dealership.
Um, Color may not be exactly perfect because it's really hard to color match whenever you spray something after it's not new anymore. But you can look at the panel gaps too and see if they're uniform, see if it's fitted right.
I'm gonna take out my
Something else.
license plate, but show you this part. This one I can't tell, but
Yeah.
I want to have it checked out. And they had me sign the papers while I was having a panic attack because I do that. And he's like, "Well, what's wrong with the car? Because this is how it came, whatever." And it was like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah." And then I was just like wanting to go home, but yeah,
What you should do is speak to your insurance. They might pay for it and then claim it back from the other person's insurance later. So if you speak to them and tell them what's wrong and they've been charged full price, they'll maybe have something to say about it.
yeah, I'm gonna speak to my insurance. Um, but I want to have a little more data, like a little more evidence that this is, if I can. Not,
Yeah.
so I'm going through all the photos I have before the accident and stuff, which a lot of them don't have the front bumper, because where it got hit on the side, because I would crop out my license plate for OF. Um,
Yeah, obviously.
yeah, so I wouldn't have that. I didn't know that was done, except for the night that it got hit, and I showed you how separated it was and everything. Anyway, um, that upset me, and I came back and I was like, I laid down for a bit. I didn't shower. I was off the shower tonight. Um,
I'm joking.
listen, how are you doing? I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So his dad was in the hospital. Like yesterday morning, I woke up and he wrote me. He's like, I know, like you're going to the doctor today and you have all things, but he got a call that his dad collapsed and was in the hospital, and he was on his way there. And I like about collapsed myself. I'm like, oh my God. Like I just kept praying that you would be okay. And um, we didn't really know anything except the collapse. And you think, what does that mean? And then you got more info when you got there and everything.
Yeah.
And
It's quite the experience.
yeah, so his they thought maybe a heart attack, but then they ruled that out because they did the blood tests and stuff. And they're saying vertigo, what is vertigo? Is that when you get dizzy? Because I know
Yes.
Rachel Zoe has vertigo.
His lights would be spinning like he's really drunk, make you feel sick and hard to stand and walk and lose your balance. Like that. It's like your other ear's off.
Listen, do you hear her snoring? No, she's not. I think she was like so loud. Sorry. What? Yeah.
It's not right. So you walk down the corridor and you turn left into the room, and then there's three beds on either side of the room. And we were in there for like, I don't know, 8 or 9 hours. That was
You, your mom, your brother.
going on in there. It was wild. There's an old lady at the other side of the room at the far end who was completely senile. She started talking to herself about stuff that had affected her in her life. Like, she'll
Wow.
never be back in that house and stuff. That's it. And one of the nurses tried to take blood from her. And this is an old lady. She was about 100, and she probably weighed about 70 pounds. She was a tiny thing,
Frail.
and she scratched the nurse right across the eye and the face and stuff.
Whoa,
Then
assault. Um,
this other poor old lady, she asked to go to the bathroom.
and you're
They went and got a chair for her, and she had herself in the bed.
yep. They deal with all
And
kinds.
then they moved her. They moved her to the. They got. There was another guy in. He was in a car crash. And he broke his back. They were moving him to another hospital. So then, whenever that space was opened up, they moved the other lady into his space, and they were bringing in a guy that tried to commit suicide. That's all in a few hours.
Yeah, and then your dad has to be around this while he's already stressed. Um,
The doors were open, and there's just a glass window, and I could see the nurses with their computer station. I could see the wounds of the guy that cut his arms.
oh,
Like, Jesus Christ.
what a
It's not
day.
stop.
Must have been exhausted by the end of the day, though that um so then you're like you said, I don't see how the vertigo that just explains it all, the 28 beats per minute and the heart to slow down that much.
Caused
Yeah.
whether that done somehow caused vertigo, and they don't know either.
Yeah.
But
Are they gonna send him to a specialist?
he's had the vertigo for a long time.
Yeah.
Hard thing, they do actually do X-rays, believe it or not, to see whether they can tell whether it's swollen or not.
Hmm.
They do X-rays for that, and they do the EKGs, and they do the bloods, and apparently it's okay. They don't know why it was so slow, so they'll have to do something.
Yeah, I was thinking about that tirzepatide or those things because they seem to have a lot of other positive benefits besides like weight loss. I mean, I look at like your physique. I don't think weight issues run in your family, but I'm just saying with diabetics, with main like because you said pre-diabetic, so it may help. Um,
Thinner than it used to be, but the pre-diabetic is coming in now, and
yeah,
I don't know his age or whatever. It's just
yeah, but that could
one of
help.
those
Like,
things.
um, with balancing the sugars and stuff, that might help with that. Um, because I'm thinking there are other. The body is so weird because like when people look at me and they're like, "What disease do you have?" I say, "Sorry, like I'm diseased," but I understand they're just they're showing concern. But how different things can manifest in different ways, and how extreme trauma, emotional torment can express itself physically, and then those can have other later effects in the body, not just that you're shaking, but what does that do? And how is this the heart responding to this and that? So that shows me that like for it to drop like that, there's a lot of things that could be that he deserves somebody to really look at, like a primary care provider maybe to get him with somebody that could really look at everything. Like, are you having stress? Are you having anxiety? Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, are you? Yeah. I'm just putting myself in the position of a doctor. Like, are you having stress or anxiety? Like, 'cause that can present itself as like what might affect the heart to faint. A lot of people have fainted and have had this, and then look at their case example and where the similarities lie with your father, because there has to be help for him, where this can be managed, where he doesn't have to be so frightened, and the whole family, like, I mean, you did the right thing, like rushing him to the hospital. Like, this is where if it was really bad, you were right where you're supposed to be, but I feel like you're left with this question of like, well, I don't really know, like with my dad, if everything is all right. Oh, it's just vertigo. It's like, it's so funny because the first time I heard about that was on the Rachel Zoe project on Bravo, the designer, because she had that. No, because her and her husband, what's his name? Not Tom. But a lot of the episodes were affected by her vertigo, and her vertigo's really bad. And um, so and he would was it Brad? And he would always be, like, protecting her with other people about it. Like, she's going through a vertigo, like, she's because you can faint and you can and she's doing her designing, but also was doing, styling for celebrities and having to be different places. So it is a concern when you could, like, faint and you have that. But I'm so glad that yeah. What?
That's literally how he found out he had the mini strokes twice. I didn't even know. Because when he had it the first time, they took him to the hospital and then they done the brain scan. They were able to see the scarring from the previous strokes. And that's how they found that.
Now, can vertigo be genetic?
I don't know.
A sudden internal or external spinning sensation, that's gotta suck. Often triggered by moving your head too quickly. Hmm.
Well, he wasn't doing that because he was in bed and he just got up.
Yeah.
And he was cold to touch, but absolutely soaking wet from head to toe with sweat.
Wow. So that feels like it's internal, like
Mm.
body temperature regulation. And what would cause that? Could it have been a bad dream? Could it?
Morning, he actually had a doctor's appointment that morning, actually, for just something to do with his eyes, just to get checked, nothing major, and then come back home, and then went and lie down for half an hour, and then that's whenever this all kicked in while he was in bed, and
Yeah.
then he got up and went into the bathroom and thrown up, and then came down the stairs and into the living room, and then that's whenever he keeled over. My mum caught him,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Did he get hurt when he fell?
she just happened to be standing close to him when he walked through the door, and
Yes.
she was able to catch him and sort of put him onto the sofa.
Hmm.
So he
Growing
wasn't really
up,
drowned or anything.
again, these things, throwing up, the dizziness way, there's a lot of people that have these things. Somebody has to connect that. Diagnoses, it's really an art. Um,
Then
yeah, and doctors like that
you
are
know,
real.
it might actually this might be something AI is actually good for, helping doctors diagnose stuff like that. Stage technique.
Yeah, because maybe they could eliminate things quicker. Yeah, then they can narrow it down quicker, and then than a human brain could. And time is everything
Yeah.
in certain. certain medical situations, like finding the right antibiotics and things. But I just think, um, it being art, you really want to get the best care because, like, they may be right. Oh, it's just vertigo, like, but also it may be, brush off, checked off, this patient's out, like triaged, but then he's left kind of with this. Okay,
Maybe he's diabetic, maybe more maybe he's diabetic and it was a sudden drop in blood sugar that's never happened before. Who knows? It could be anything. You should have
yeah,
figured it out though.
yeah. But how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I think I told you before, if it was something silly like a shed window got broke, that would be the worst thing in the world, and I would be the ultimate drama queen. But if it's something serious, I'm actually pretty good. But that's stuff. Don't really
yeah,
panic. Just go with it.
yeah. I mean, you could go into that mode, right? Of like crisis mode where um you're in focus, like, okay. And a lot of times men feel like they have to be that. So the mom maybe is um
Mm.
upset, so you have to be the man, be strong, not have feeling as like
It's
holding it in.
like a conscious choice. It just is the way it is. Oh, how else to say it? Never
Yeah, it's
been,
just
never been serious. I've never been a big panic.
yeah. It's just like I haven't been the same since I lost my mom. Like I haven't felt the same in the world. And I mean, I'm sure things like can change you, but I thought about that with you and like how anything that do I have anything that I could even offer you by way of besides just deeply caring and listening, which I do. I think um all I think of all the times I was told before I lost my mom, like, you should call her more and everything. Um and I didn't take it really seriously because, well, for one, I think going through life paranoid that somebody's gonna die is actually not a healthy way to live. And so I wasn't constantly paranoid that I was going to lose my mom. And so when it happened,
And your
um,
mum was so young too,
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
right at all.
yeah, but it's like, I guess keep that in mind, sort of, that like, um, how sudden it could happen, and you know that because you've had scares before, but I guess to me, maybe like I've described it how the world felt so much lonelier and how like I've really leaned to you guys because it's like the world feels to me still like it was never the same again. And I feel like just knowing maybe that like I'm here, not you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
things have happened, but it doesn't all have to change. Like
Mm.
I don't
Well, hopefully.
yeah, and I mean I I kept checking my phone for like you when you said like you're on your way there. And I was just like praying so much and I was imagining you having to hurt like that. And I thought, gosh, I just wish I could prevent it. But then it's like in life, you can't prevent sometimes you can't prevent the inevitable sometimes. Like I was always gonna lose my mom eventually, and for you, I just, like, was so hurting that I just wanted to know that he was gonna be okay and that you would get through that. And I felt that, um, fainting and these things that it didn't have to be as in the scale of seriousness, it didn't have to be that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Catastrophizing, what's the worst? But of course, when, um, like they say with OCD, they take the thing you care about the most and scare you with it. So it's like of the catastrophe of like, but this is what I worry the most. So I have to worry about that. But with you, I just wanted to be like, okay, but the what's possible, what's probable, and this is what's probably, happening. And um you're very resilient, like to um pick up, go back to work today and like, you know, I wish that I was more like you like that. I I don't have like the confidence of like just even getting up tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, put on your shoes and do what you gotta do. Like I went back to what you said to me like when you were like, you could really use some like military regiment. And I thought about that um lately how you're right because it might help me get back on track to I have some control, some order right now when uh many things have.
It's the worst. It makes the things you're doing almost automatic because you just do the same every day until you get into a rhythm,
Yeah.
and then other things pop up and you can just do them because everything else is just easy. It's muscle memory, just the
Yeah,
same
well,
thing.
I don't have much muscle memory when I'm like one-handed right now.
Yeah,
And a lot.
start.
Yeah, and even just like the typical what would I do after a show like watching a TV that, thankful John got me that TV. I'm excited to have it set up, but I haven't yet. Uh I'm that's just the whole thing with the car, not even having my car has thrown me off. And then obviously dealing with these legal challenges and then the emotional of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking of making another attempt. Is that him? Is that I see if that's the big guy. Do you see the big lad? Is that Rex? It's on. Oh, look at she's got. She's like, why am I not included? Why am I not included in this?
It's always straight in the mouth as soon as someone else comes in.
Yes, she's very greedy. Oh, anyway, so I was just thinking that um I'm I want to try and fight for a proper therapist and everything, even though it's like they have not helped me yet. But I'm like, you know what my doctor said to me yesterday? Well, yesterday she said to me, because I said to her, like, is it like I don't like is it possible that some people don't get better? She's like, no, because and this is what she said, which I think is ridiculous, but I'll tell you what it was that she said. Hey Rex, I got yogurt here. And now she wants the yogurt. Ugh, what are you? People go to war and shoot people
Yeah.
and can come back to live like normal lives or happy lives. And it's like, first of all, so many people have PTSD that like you hear about like in World War II that that carried that forever. Like they tried to here's the other thing, they compartmentalize. I'm not good at this, can't really do this. But again, this is kind of the point I was making to her is like there's also people that can like cold blood, they can kill an insurance CEO and not really feel bad.
Mhm.
I'm not one of those people. Like, I think I would feel bad. Like they say I could pick it worse, 'cause, cases, like, there was a person in the military in Afghanistan, I believe, who shot a bunch of children. He just, like he went in this village and killed, like, gunned down a bunch of innocent, like, women, kids, like, and not that men matter less, but to say that they were clearly not it wasn't in a line of war, like, men all the same, like, this was just, like, murder, and you're on a rampage, and it was like, I couldn't do that also, and so I was like, I appreciate the sentiment, I'm sure it applies to many people. I'm not sure it applies to me. Like, there are things I've not gotten over, I would say nothing, um, in a number of years, like she said, in 10 years, she said to me, like, "In 10 years, you're gonna be past" she said, "Life is long." Like, 10 years, that's a long time, like, you could be past this and say like, as though and I said, "Do you think I was happy 10 years ago? Do you think I'm past any, like, horrible things that happened to me 10 years ago?" Like, before my mom died, there was this guy, Santos, what was his he was like a congressperson that got outed as being, like, kind of a con or a liar, and
Right.
this name brought back so much trauma, like, right back there and describing in detail of this rape that happened to my mother when she was, like, well, maybe 20, maybe younger, maybe a little older, like, this was at an earlier point in her life, never got past it, never got better from it. This was, like, a permanent pain, and this is my closest of relatives, this is my mother, so I feel like, yes, that's true, there are people that can get past things. Well, who's to say that I'm one of them? There are people that can go to war and get past it. Not everyone, though. There are many people that suffer, maybe in silence. Maybe they try to bury in other ways and mask it with self-medicating or medicating in some form to, but it's almost like, I don't want to say, because she would say, she said, this is not my specialty. Like, you would need a psychiatrist, you would need, like, but it's like, your mental health is your physical health. Like, to die is physical, and I feel like what concerns me is that people are different, and you could point to some person who has survived something and turned out a certain way, but you're pointing to one person and not you can't extrapolate that to everybody. So, and that's when I say, like, "Oh, I'd rather be more like you," um, because I feel that this experience that you went through yesterday would traumatize me over and over, and I would just constantly be worried this is gonna happen again today, and I would develop rituals of obsessive of compulsion to try to convince myself that this ritual thing, like how like if I stirred my coffee this many times will keep my father safe, and it's that's just part of my mental illness, but it's also part of the wanting some control over the bad things that you can't.
Like, basically like a psychopath because I'm not.
Okay, not my intention. Um, I think the world needs people like you. The world needs the world needs people to not all be like, could you imagine if everybody was like me? I then what would get done? Like, I get things done, but very painfully. Like, I just came out babble to the person at the dealership or the collision place. Yeah, the body shop. Like, and I feel like if you were there with me, you'd be like, "Here's a problem." Sir. And, like, I yeah, I don't have that, and I don't always have that, but maybe I can try to build and, like, that was part of why with the planning and trying to, like, build some structure around because things feel so chaotic and out of control, like, right now. Um, and my mind will go back to the worst about, like, myself. Um, and, that's I'm trying to find strategies to cope with. But so, one thing I told myself, like I said to her, like, I don't believe that being in a situation where you're robbed by millions of people is something that, like, historically there's data on, like, recovering from. But then I also tell myself, but my ancestors, yours, all of ours have had to survive horrors that the ones before them hadn't. And you maybe have this new horror, this challenge, this awful thing, but at the same time, like, others had in their own way, in their own time to survive. And yours may be different, but it doesn't mean that you can't find a way to survive it and thrive and fulfill your destiny of making something better, like becoming not like worse from it, like I believe is what many wanted and want like for me, you know? Yeah. Just something to keep in mind because like when people before a person ever flew a plane, they could say, well, there's no data on how to recover from, landing a plane like you do every day in your underwear. Um, and how do you get out of that and mentally process? But it's been done, and people do it every day, and maybe I can find a way too, even if it's not common. Um, Blame problems, the work they're doing with them can somewhere down the line help you. You need to look for doctors along that sort of path. Because I hear Joe Rogan talks about it. He has guests on with obviously war veterans a lot, and they talk about it, but they do a lot of the work in other countries, to be fair. But eventually the learnings will come over. You never know. Like what? What do they say? Like the ashwasa, ayahuasca. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but that could also go very bad too. I'm very vulnerable mentally, you know? But I'm sure like you're right. There's some things to be um I'm always mining for something that could help. It's just I know Arthur said, "No, you didn't have a bad Christmas," but I had a very bad Christmas. and and in the recoveries I've been attempting since then, it's been new terrain for me um that I have worried that I've been failing, but you know, I got my car back. I got a site that's helping me with the legal thing. It got the TV thanks to John and the ice maker. I got my my voice might have been struggling lately, but I got through the lovely share book and on to the next one. And I'm trying to go when it's been a fight, with the part of you that feels very weak to at least like make steps. I have this like whiteboard with post-it notes on it of things I need to do. Like today was like I took off, like return the car, get this car. There was things like contacting for the computer, things with insurance, things with like all kinds of things. I mean, you must know you manage your own life, but never be able to do that. Have a post-it board. It's no, I'd be able to do that. I just wouldn't take the time to do it. Just a difference. Just to like shift this order. Yeah. Um, when it's things with dogs, like get their licenses renewed or things, and because you can't rely on your brain as your only source It's you need a
Yeah.
backup, you know, like a second brain somewhere else. Like you need a backup method. Like you wouldn't go to battle with just like a one like a six shooter. Got it. You gotta reinforce that shit if it's important. And like my brain knows forget important Tom Cruise films. So I gotta have something. Did I tell you that I bought you a book? Mhm. Well, that you, well this that I felt maybe of interest to you.
No.
I don't know why they're acting interested. What? Oh, my puppies. Here we go. Back. Here. Where did I put them? Did it get back here? I'm sorry, Rex. I know it's not a shame. Don't eat the hot dog. Where's that book? It's gotta be. Man, do I find new ways of. Ah, here it is. I saw it and I thought, Carrie.
It's not a teen drama, is it?
What?
See?
What? I'm like, absolutely throw this in the cart with the games. It needs to be acquired. I also got some religious books, things about healing, things about leaning in Christ in times of struggle, and things called like, why did this happen to me? And um, like, yeah, how to get over like things are anything that can help. I'm really like, um,
All that's happened to you since Christmas time is definitely not a fail because it was nothing to any of it was your fault in any way.
yeah,
So it's definitely not a fail. If you feel like that, shouldn't because it's not.
yeah, and I'm gonna get on top of it, like, or I am. Like, I feel like I'm already starting to overcome. I got that car back.
Mhm.
It's not perfect, but I'm not just lying on the ground. I mean, there are moments that I am just lying on the ground. Not but the fetal but but then I get up and like, okay, where's my coffee machine? What can I do? Like look around, you know. But anyway, I I try to give myself credit for the little things. And they add up.
Sheesh.
They add up, you
Yes,
know. Even just like you go to the well, I don't know what your grocery store situation is like. You know, you just grab a few cans of beans and, you know, same old stale bread from 1996. But for me, getting those pods, that was a win, okay? That was a real win.
was a big call.
Yes, and I was like, "Give yourself credit, girl. You got it." And then, um, things like that are just and trying to give myself moments of appreciation. Like when I just ate this like piece of chocolate that was so good while he was singing that sugar song, and I was just like, this is a really nice one. But I think it helps just the gratitude and but yeah, I definitely that I told you at the end of last year that my plan as a resolution was like planning more, and I don't think
Yeah.
I've done that as what my intention was. I mean, I didn't intend to have a busted up hand either. This year has not gone, or and the last one has not ended the way I would have chosen, and but I think thanks to you guys, yeah. But I think thanks to you guys, I'm actually faring better than it could have been a lot worse. And I think
Mhm.
I'm in the recovery. Like I think I'm fighting back. And that Fila, what are you doing? Rex, come here. Come on. Rex. He does this. He sits by the door and waits for it to open. Like like he's waiting for like if you were to see like a kindly old man waiting by the doorman, for the elevator to go down. Like that. He's like, I'm just gonna wait.
My mum had a Shih Tzu very much like him. He's solid as a brick and he's massive for the type of dog he is, and he just lies about it all day long. Because he's old, you know. He's pure black, but he's turning grey now.
This
And
game,
he's the biggest suck you've ever seen.
forbidden words. The new adult party game. So I want to play this with you real quick. Okay. So
Okay.
buzzword, the word you want the guesser to say. Forbidden words, the words you are not allowed to say while giving clues to the guesser.
Right.
Okay, so let me see that if I pull a card, you can't see it. Okay.
Because it seems like it'll be more difficult for you than me.
Well, really? Because like here's the first.
To get me to guess the word.
Yeah.
The
Well, here's the first card I pulled. So it's acoustic guitar, party, or Wonderwall, which I know it's like such a good sign. How does it go? Like,
Yeah, I'm not singing.
no, I don't need you to sing it, but it'll come.
Supernova is great from that particular band.
What band is that?
Oasis.
Oasis.
Mhm.
What champagne supernova is that? Sounds like what's her name? Rowan. Fila, don't sniff his butt. It's rude. Hey, come here. Come here. Can't even clap. Rex. Let me give Rex some love. Rex, here. Hey, Rex, you want this box? Move.
Oh, I spotted that, right?
Move. Move. Come here. Come here. Come here. The day that they're gonna throw it back to you. It's a nice song. But what does that have to do with acoustic guitar? What?
But there's a few party nights where that has been sung at full blast with too many beverages.
I've never been to one.
Well,
Heard it on the radio. I don't know. All right, let me pick one because it's like you said. I have to pick one that you would know. I love this one. How the fuck could I do this though? Okay, okay. Um, dating like a blow up doll. We read a book about this person. I think is he engaged or did he already marry her? She's like a pilot. He was married to somebody else who is now a billionaire.
Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos. But why I can't say bald. Like that's so weird. But Amazon, that's alright. Because my first word I want to say is Amazon. Okay, you got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Maybe like I got it in the end. Miss Sanchez.
Oh my god, this one. Okay, I gotta try. We gotta go for it. We gotta try it, right? Okay. Right, Rex? Okay. How do I even fucking approach this one? Holy shit. How do they even put this in a game? Okay. Um, so okay, right. I almost said the first one here. So you get out of bed and then, huh, huh, what what must I have been dreaming about? Was Stella in boots? Was close? What 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 is this impediment of getting to the bathroom? Um, I must oh, but when you're arising for the day, I don't know if they know this word in the UK, but it's the so, I feel like he was close enough, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? I know, like you put that in a game. Oh my god, look at this one. Cocaine. Some of these are very adult. Okay. This one, I have to pick one that you would know, or at least you might know, you know? There's a ton of these. If are you preemptively blaming me? Wow. Wow, Fila. Recognize his voice so you know who to bite. You wouldn't know this. Dunkaroos? You wouldn't know that. Oh, oh, this one here, if you didn't see the other side of the card, you sent me a pic of your new cousin. Oh, okay. I'll check. Um, okay. So the next card. Um, do the curtains match the, or you might say, do you remember on did you say did you say rug? No, no, you're going in the wrong direction. You're going in the direction of fabrics. We're in Charlie's Angels too, when Cameron Diaz was like, "You're the cock and I was the beaver." They're school mascots. Um, how about what did Stella have going on, and still does right now, mind you, during her last date night? I want to give it to you. Want to try another word for it? Lady, pardon, it's pubes. Oh my god, this picture that Arthur sent me, this is how, like, I feel when I wake up in the morning and I remember the horrors of the world. It's like, "Welcome to the world." And I'm like, "No." No, but I feel like they cry when they're born because their lungs are being activated. It's like a shock. It's a shock to be born, to be honest. It's traumatic. Like, the fuck? Am I getting evicted all of a sudden? I don't even know. Mom, boobs? What? Mm. Yes. He is a beautiful baby. And he looks healthy, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with him. What did Darth send me? PTSD. I click on what you sent me, but and turn the volume down. PTSD. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Rambo, just get over it. For you. You know what?
The list, really.
Fucking good actor. He's a good actor. When he right?
Ended like this.
What do you mean? S Stallone? His wife used to sell things on HSN. She might still do serious skincare. Yeah, that's like me with my hand. Damn. What an actor. Yeah, that was me. This one?
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that
It's just called first love. They just call it
nothing is
season one
over
album.
speech. Nothing is over. Yeah. That's yeah, you're just supposed to move on, but it's like, yeah, that's so sad. You, like you're just supposed to forget what was in your head. And it's like, well, if somebody can, then you should be able to. Like some people can, but didn't they say like of the two people that bombed Nagasaki or whatever, one of them slept like a baby and the other one was like never could get
Yeah.
past. Oh, yeah.
Something really small can affect someone a lot and affect someone not at all, and then the opposite can be true for the same two people if it's something big.
Yeah, the effects of trauma, how trauma shows up in people, it's like different. It's different. And I feel it a lot of times people don't and a lot of people try to bury it. Understandable. Another sign of trauma. They try to
So, G thumb.
dodgy. No, but a lot of people try to. All right, here we go. Here we go. Your name out of your fucking mouth. Is that did I get it right? Keep her name out of your mouth. Okay. Guess. Guess. That wasn't enough of a guess. Um, okay.
You think arson?
Wife wife is a bald-headed biatch. Hey. Hey. Will Smith. Will Smith rocks. Wish I could give him something. Some biscuit. I don't have anything here. Um, let's see. Sing. This one is puberty. And I was just thinking, I wonder what you were like during puberty. An earring, bleach tips on your hair, baggy pants with like multiple chain belts,
Devil.
several pieces of jewelry.
Actually, quite a bit.
Okay, oh, here's one.
I'll go. Go.
Oh, I don't know the dance totally. I feel like it's, and is it? No, it's not a dance. And I think of this. I could be wrong again, but I think of this. What is that? What does that remind you of?
Like,
I think the feet are crossed. What? Well, that's I was thinking of with with, uh John Travolta.
Like pose.
Do you really want people to call you? Yes, but I probably want John next if he's up, but it's getting late, so I don't know if he's up. This one, you probably do this every morning, Pilates.
Drink tea.
Pad Thai, you love your Chinese. Mhm. Oh, this okay, here's a good one to end it on. When I hear this word, I think of you. Um, but how would I describe it? I'm just gonna get throw out words that aren't on the 4 limited ones. Terminator 2, beautiful, excessive spending on accessories. Uh, leather, no. Nope. You're close. Um, you're probably close enough, but
All right.
yes, you. Right. Well, thank you so much for calling. I don't want to get to other callers, but um, anything. All right. Why? I must have choked or something.
And it's love you good day.
What? Sorry. We need to talk. You know, if you're nervous about, yeah, because I do care and I can help in any way that I can, um, and I love you. So, all right. Good night. Okay. So let's check if this the hell was that? Oh, fad. What is that noise? Why I had that cough I was saying. And okay, so John wrote me early night tonight. Sorry I could not stay up later. Enjoy the ice maker. Hope you're feeling better. Have a great call and see you tomorrow. Good night. Okay. So he went to bed. I'm sorry. Sorry, but anybody else? Jerry? Where's Jerry? Where's Jerry? Jerry, you staying up? Hello. Mm. Hi. Are you in the chat?
Pardon?
Are you in the chat?
You're not on my Roku here on YouTube.
Okay, no, sorry. If I don't know your um if I knew your chat name, I could tell people like this is who he is, but can I have a name?
My name is James.
We're talking to James. Okay. Would you like to play a game for a little while?
I've never done this stuff ever, ever, ever. I am such a novice at this.
Playing games? Well, I have multiple ones. Do you like the show The Office?
Um, I haven't, I don't watch a lot of television anymore because I spent a lot of time watching, sitting on a bunk and watching TV. And It's
Okay.
not a good place, and it's the same old dribble all the time. I'm 64 years old too, so I mean I've seen just about everything came down the pipe.
Well, a lot of people watch The Office. I don't know because it was on a lot of seasons, so I grabbed that one just in case.
Yeah.
But okay, you're
We're,
64.
I mean, we're playing a game here. See, I'm new. I mean, I just walked right into your place here.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. Um,
Yeah.
I'm I was playing this game with Terry, the previous caller, and how it works is that there's a word, and then like I'll show you like this. So the word on this is Adidas. So I'm gonna know the word, and then these four ones underneath I'm not allowed to say. Um, but you're supposed to guess that top word by me giving you clues. But I can't give you any of these four as a clue. So
Kind of
let
like my password used to do.
is it? I don't know. I didn't play
Yeah.
that, but maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I said, yep. I got you.
Okay. So
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. I'm good at these word associations.
Okay,
I
so
went to a treatment center in Kansas, and everybody wanted to play on their teams for this game called Logos.
logos. Oh, I think I saw logos at the store.
It's fun. It's a good game.
Okay. So you slice it in half. Um, you um you popular at like a deli, but you could get it at Dunkin' Donuts. Um,
That's it. And you can get it at a deli.
yeah, or bakery.
Uh,
Popular breakfast food. Oh no, I ruined it.
Wait,
You ruined it because I'm not allowed to say breakfast. Damn it.
no.
Oh, it's okay. We'll do another one. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me see the let me just mark in my head the words I'm not allowed to say. Okay. Restaurant. Used to be cheaper. Had big commercials about being $5, but nowhere near that.
Uh,
Um,
uh,
they had
see,
KFC now. Um, okay. You go to like a counter and you be like, I want that, I want the cukes. Do you want it toasted or not toasted?
Subway.
Subway, yes. Okay. Okay. See, I couldn't say foot. Yeah, I couldn't say $5 foot long. Okay.
Yeah, $5 foot long. I used to get them all the time.
I know.
The cold cut combo, now they're like double that.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, this one is kind of adult. Okay. Um, I'm not even sure what it means, but we're gonna go with it. Uh, okay, so like imagine like there's like a circle. Damn it, I already ruined it. I was gonna say like there's a circle, and then there's like inside that circle, but the last word was circle. But I'm telling you, areola, that's a hard one.
Oh,
Hard one to do. Okay. Okay. How about
you could have said like Corona.
and you would have gotten areola from that?
Well, I don't know. Well, you could have gone up with. Boy, you only give me one clue. Is that what it is? Is that? I mean, you're only allowed to give me one clue.
But I'm saying, how would you have guessed the word areola from the word corona?
You would have come. Well, Corona. I'd have thought beer first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. How about this? Okay. Terry was right when he said it's harder on me to not like ruin it. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Cards Against Humanity?
Oh yeah, I played that one.
My daughter brought that to the house one time, and we had a blast. We played it all night.
It's funny, and they also came out with other games that I think I have some
Yeah.
around.
We've got different topics, different genres of it.
Mhm.
Just like Trivial Pursuit did. They went with different packages.
Yeah, but some of them are so ridiculous that you just what the
Yeah.
hell?
Which
Okay.
was the funniest one with all that cards humanity.
Okay, here we go. Here's one. I'm trying to. I have to really, really
The,
commit to memory the words I can't say.
oh,
So let me be slow. Let me be slow about it. Okay. So you want to prevent something. Like you still want to have fun, right? And
yeah.
well, you want to prevent something. So you go to the doctor and
Uh-huh.
he cuts something or some.
Vasectomy.
Oh my god, I wanted to say you want a procedure. Like you can't say that. But you saw where I was going.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Okay.
I like your music wall behind you too, by the way.
Yeah, you can't see it all because my dollhouse is covering it with my toys. That has to go. But
That's all my old school stuff. I was born a long time ago. Damn it. If I was a young man again, I'd pursue you.
well,
uh, I would. I mean, you're gorgeous.
thank you. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
your voice sounds younger than mine right now. Um,
I've got a deep voice. I mean, it's I don't know. I'm not as healthy as I used to be.
yeah, I'm gonna get I'm trying to get a
I'm glad
fun
I got through you. That's cool, man.
a fun one for you. Let's see.
I know that I really think you're a smart woman too, because I mean, you pick some cool books. You're a great reader.
Oh, thank you. Do you like the share
How long have you
one?
been doing this? Pardon?
You like the share one?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my generation too.
Oh, Hamilton. I read that. I
We
read
had their
that book.
show, Sunday Share Show, and all that good stuff. She played in that movie Mask. That was a really good one. Moonstruck.
Moonstruck. I always liked mermaids.
Mermaids is good, yeah. Oh, Witch of the Beast
I haven't seen that.
with Jack Nicholson.
No, I haven't
I
seen it.
think she was in that, wasn't she?
Yes, she
Michelle
was.
Pfeiffer. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was in it.
Mhm.
Um, and I forget who else besides Sharon her. Oh, was it Sigourney Weaver or Bette Midler?
Okay, I got one.
And
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen all of her movies.
yeah, Witch of the Beast is good too.
Okay.
If she's in that.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a
Toys R Us kid.
Toys R Us. Yes. I was like,
That one a long time ago to a party song.
yeah.
You've heard that one, I'm sure. I
No.
can't say it on your show though.
Okay. Um. Okay. Let's play this one.
Okay,
Areola.
cool. Areola.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, because you told me that if I would have said this one word, that you would have got that it was areola, and I was like, okay.
Corona? No,
Yes.
I wouldn't have got it.
That's why I was like, okay, if I get corona, you get in that one. Right. I don't know what this one means. So you don't watch a lot of TV? You won't have Netflix?
No, I don't.
Really?
Yeah, see, I retired a couple of years ago, and I don't get a lot of money on my Social Security. I
Yeah.
can't afford much of anything, so yeah, I'm watching this on my Roku TV. That's basically my cable now. I just buy a straight talk card, and use my mini Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
I'm really not smart on this technology stuff. I
Mm,
didn't get on the internet until 2011.
You know what? I'm not either with this, but like all of these apps for like TV shows and stuff, they're going up and they're going up. And even the one with
Yeah.
Netflix, because I wanted to try to watch the movie on Netflix. They put up, It Ends With Us, and they're like, "Oh, you can't get this because it's the ad, you have the ad supported version." And it's
See,
like,
there's always some catch, right?
yeah, they're always make everything more and more, and like,
Well, it's like the high speed now. I mean, you didn't, there never high speed data before. And then
is that the
you get
like,
somebody,
"Meh, meh, you got mail?"
but then it's just like a drug deal. You give them free samples, and you get hooked, and then oh, wait, here's how much it really costs. Yeah. So,
I would not know about that.
see, I read a lot about it.
Oh, okay.
And the man's here, free samples. They gets. It's just like anybody giving a rebate or a free soda to somebody when you buy another or something like that. And then they just jack the price later on when you really want it. So
Yeah, they did that with. Oh, I guess they did that with a lot. Like at the end of last year on the makeup forums, they announced a lot of companies were like, "We're raising our prices next year because we have to." But like, if it's one that you feel like, "Oh, I need this to be beautiful," or something, then you'll pay it. Kind of.
you don't need
Well, no, actually, it's rare beauty. I never even tried any rare beauty, but
it. Right.
I would, but I haven't.
You're a fashion plate. That's who you are. You
Yes,
got a lot of style.
it's
It's a fact that
it's the bells that really make it, and like
mm-hmm.
the the old lace that on Santa's beard, and also wearing a Santa sweater in January. I'm really cool when you think about it.
Yeah, you're checking for next year.
All right, I got one more for you.
We got dropped
Watch.
on snow 5 inches last night.
Oh, really? I thought you said you were in
Oh yeah.
Kentucky.
I'm in Coffeyville, Kansas.
Oh my God, yes. I heard they got hit with a bad blizzard.
Yeah.
Were you snowed in?
No, not really. I had to go and shovel my landlord's place right out in front of me here because he's like in his almost 80. And
Well, that was nice of you.
I do all that for him anyway.
Yeah, but it's. I hear the
I'm
Kansas
like
got hit really bad.
I'm like Deb on Green Acres.
I haven't seen Green Acres. Sorry.
I'm old and damn, I'm old.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh boy, you gotta get there sometime.
I always say that getting older is like a game. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, I try to see people that I'm it's just like your car. It ages, right? And it starts to break down and things like that. But I mean, it's still got get up and go. You know what I mean? And I mean, old people now they seem young nowadays. I mean,
but you'll pull
you know.
something off, and then you'd be like, "Damn, I did that." Not like, uh, yeah. I mean, I guess
Pedaling, I pedal a mountain bike a lot too, and I mean, my best is like 55 miles in 3 hours or something like that.
nice,
Long distance, almost 120 miles. Almost
nice.
20 hours though.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that.
Okay. Can you get? I feel like you're old enough to be able to guess this. Okay. So look at me. Is it like? I think I have one of these somewhere. 80s toy. Mm, Anybody? Um, like 9 on each. See, I feel like you weren't doing. I feel like you weren't doing this in the 80s. So no, I feel like in the 80s you were not playing the Rubik's cube.
Oh, Rubik's Cube.
Yes, I had like the 9.
I've never been able to get that thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I didn't. No, I was. I was shoot.
okay.
Oh boy, no, I didn't. I could. I saw people getting in things like so fast. I'm like, shit, dang, I'm too stupid for this.
Okay, I got one more
But,
for you. I, I have faith you're gonna get this one. I have faith in you,
okay.
okay?
Yes.
James, this is for all the points. Okay. Where would okay. Valley Girl, um, with the weird hair, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, Matchstick Men.
Um,
Um,
Nicholas Cage was in it.
yeah, all points right there. Yes. Yes. No, because I couldn't say like actor, meme national treasure. Like
Oh,
I'm like, if I can't say actor, what can I do? But you did great. So are you gonna
that's cool.
I know like funds are limited, so you're probably not on the if at the moment, but are you gonna be here Sunday? Back to the book on
What time?
well, I usually come on a little bit like around 6 my time. I'm in California. But
California, so that'd be 8 o'clock my time then, right?
you don't have to watch it live, but we'll be reading about Margot, who has money
Okay.
problems.
Mhm.
Um, and so if you don't have anything on TV to watch,
Well, I'll actually be on duty at in my schoolyard job.
oh,
And
okay.
yeah, I mean, I can tune in there too, though.
All right. Well, because you said you like the
Yeah, so
reading.
I
Um,
look forward to it.
all right. Okay. Well, see you then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah,
Have a great night. That was so much fun. Mwah.
it was amazing.
Hello? Hello? Say, I did it like a switch. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You hear me?
Okay, what's your chat name? Oh, you called. Oh my god. See? See, you could get through. I see Jerry, so I'm gonna do Jerry next, but all right. I can't believe I'm talking to Fidel Castro. Why did you pick that name? Are you like related or
No, he's an inspiration to me.
how so?
Um, I mean, look at other controversies.
The cigars, the cigar collection, am I right? The beard, iconic. Okay.
And Cuba, I like Cuba.
Havana. Mm. Okay, so would you like to play a game?
What is it?
I could do Golden Girls trivia. I could do Office trivia. I could do this other game that I've been playing where I give you clues to a word and you have to guess what that word is. You want to play that? Okay, okay. So, um, is it hands cold or feet cold? Palms are sweaty. Something on my sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti.
What? Okay, but I'm trying to give you a clue to like, okay, what else? Um, will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Mhm.
What means-
That's easy.
Well, I couldn't say just right. 8 Mile rapper, please yourself. Okay. Okay, are you saying you want a hard one? Do you want me to up the difficulty?
Yeah, I'm pretty smart.
Okay. 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 Well, then then we should probably be playing Trivia Pursuits, but maybe next time. So,
If you're Hispanic,
am I Hispanic? Is that what me?
yeah.
Actually, I did finally last year I did a DNA test. Um, and I'm not Hispanic. Well, is Peru? Because I'm part Peru because from my Native American, and then like Scottish English for my father's side, I guess, who I never met. But why are you Hispanic?
Yeah, I'm Cuban, Puerto Rican. But Peruvian is Hispanic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I came up a lot Peru, yeah, on my tests. So since then I've been interested in like Peruvian foods and like reading about Peru. Because my mom was very native. But like I don't speak Spanish or anything. But so I guess I am then. Yeah. Cool.
You should try. You need to eat Peruvian food. It's delicious. The one that's real good is lomo saltado, ají de gallina, uh, chaufa.
Well, they had this like mushroom or something blend at the grocery outlet, and it was like Peruvian like herbs or something for vitality or things, and I was like, maybe I should get that. But it was kind of expensive, but like an actual dish that would be even better. But it's hard to find, I guess, in the grocery outlet. Um, and I'm not really a cook, but I feel like to get in touch with that, like your roots, like
Yeah, try lomo saltado. It's real good. You're gonna like it.
yeah, what is that? Beef?
It's yeah, it's steak. They stir fry it with French fries, onions, and it's like in a fold.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. All right, here's one for a really smart person. Ready? I guess
Yeah.
I guess I got it's like so a guy has like a part or yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And then that part there's something that you can do with that or another person can do with that. And it's like a motion that's like um you might call it a career, a something career like or what can I say? Okay.
The stripper.
It's not a real career, but it's part of the word and I can't say it. It's like a like like a career, right?
Okay, a career.
It's not a career, but okay, what's another word? You ever go to like a blank fair when you're looking for work?
Yeah.
Like a what
Recruiting.
okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Like if I had a birthday cake here, Fidel, come on, you're smart. Work with me on this.
Okay.
Um, what did you say?
Hold on, let me see.
Okay, this is because you're Cuban, but in America, there's some freeways that you can get one of these from a lady missing half her teeth for $5. Okay? And, and you kinda that's the first part.
A job.
That's the second part. So what is that?
Occupation.
Okay. Did were you anywhere near this? Was it
Oh my goodness.
was it I was really trying.
Hey, then you should have said something different though. You're not being yeah, you could have said when a girl goes down on you.
When a girl goes yeah, you're right. Cause suck, head, BJ, and mouth, I couldn't have said. So when a girl goes down on you. I couldn't yeah, that didn't occur to me. Okay, but I feel like if I said when a girl goes down on you, you might have said like BJ, head. Like, but so I wanted the specific word, I guess. But you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. How about this? Hmm. How about this one? Okay, this is the first thing that comes to mind with this one, but no, I probably shouldn't say it because you might not know it. Not because you're stupid, but because it's perverse. Um,
Well, I'm conversed.
okay. So this word, the first thing that comes to mind is this woman in the UK had relations with 100 plus men and was at one of these.
Oh,
No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Um, but in order to arrange the place becoming that, she used um
um,
used a service because it wasn't at her place.
escort.
Okay, let's move on. We'll use the same word, but I'll use like a different strategy. Um, if you wanted to go somewhere that's not a hotel, um, and it's these words that they limit me to are really okay. I've never went to one of these before, but I think you would go on your computer and make a reservation there through this service.
Okay, and it's an adult conversation, right? It's like sexual.
No, well, no, no. I mean, for that person, it was.
Massage party.
No, it's not. I mean, maybe people use it for that, but for a rendezvous, but yeah, some people in my chat got it. Um, I think I confused it with the first part, the first part, but
Okay, okay.
no, no, it's not. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be sexual, but if you didn't want to do that in your place, you would book an Airbnb. Yes. There you go. Sorry.
And what you could have said, right, is when someone rents their house,
No, I couldn't. I can't say house. I can't.
or all right, you could have said when somebody puts uh their residence as a place uh vacation.
Vacation. You would have got that if I said for vacation.
Because not everybody use Airbnb what you were saying.
Yeah, but that was the most recent that I recall it being like in the news as like a big, like kind of being everywhere. Like you used an Airbnb to do that. Nasty. So that's what it came to me. But you're right. See, I wish you had the card and you would see how hard it is, you know? You know? Because
No, I don't think so.
you don't
All right, so pick up a card, show it to the screen, I'll do it to you. But don't look at the card.
don't okay. Um, so I'm holding some cards right here, and I don't know if any of them I've already done. So stop me like if I've already done this one, then tell me like next, okay? Did I do next? I've done this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You can do this or I've done this?
Okay, that one.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna keep holding it because and keep my eyes closed because you gotta keep in mind the words you can't say, all right?
Okay.
All right. All right, give me clues then.
It's something. It's it's what you do when you want to. Let me see. When you want to pretty much obtain a secret conversation.
Text,
Close.
WhatsApp,
Not modern. Don't use modern applications. It's
email,
over. It's what you do, huh?
Morse code,
Um,
secret, a secret.
it's like when someone goes undercover and they're gonna use this to to obtain the conversation and
Wiretap?
replay it. You're almost there.
Um,
It's like a camera, right? It's not shooting photos, but you could also
a camera. Um,
the camera. You know when you flip it open, you don't take a picture, but you could also you know
in secret.
no, it don't have to be in secret. You have a camera, right? or the ones that are now that you can open, and if you're on vacation, what you want to do to capture the thing, to capture whatever's going on, you click button.
Record.
Yeah, well, yeah, recorder.
Recorder. That's the word?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, my God. You what? I was like guessing WhatsApp. Did you ever play the recorder in school?
I,
You got to read and you're like, I I think I have one. Was English your first language? No, I just meant I was wondering if maybe you went to like a bilingual background where maybe they didn't have the same like education like where you have to play a stupid ass recorder like I did. Like maybe uh maybe there's a cultural difference to where you didn't know recorder. Sorry. um but did you see it is harder than you think, right? Also, this was a hard one, I think. Harder than like blowjob probably.
I know that was sort of, or not. What was it? That was
Well, honestly, I'm looking at it right now and I can't think of how I would have done it better. I can't think of how, because this is a weird word that you never think of, recorder. Like that's kind of an old-timey word. So,
you were saying what something that this was like going not modern type of stuff. It's
do you play any instrument?
uh I tend to take, you know,
What kind of music you like?
rap, uh reggaeton,
Reggaeton, is that Cuban?
really like Cuban, Puerto Rican.
You like that Daddy Yankee?
Yeah, Daddy Yankee, Osuna, well,
So what do you been drinking tonight?
Modelos.
What's that? Cocktails? You been
Modelos a beer.
Oh, well, you live in Miami?
Yeah, you gotta come down here one time.
To Miami? Well, I used to live in Florida, West Palm Beach. I lived in the projects, not in Miami, but
But yeah, West Palm is only like what, like an hour away.
a little bit more, right? Um, trying to remember. I had only been to Miami like I went to like an audition and my sister took me, and I don't know how long exactly. But anyway, I was asking because I was like, I think this word here, a person in Miami would know. I could be wrong, but I feel like this one. Let me try this. Okay, so
All right, nothing perverted. If it ain't perverted, don't make.
I promise you I will. It's not perverted at all, okay? Imagine you were like at the beach and you're in the sun, and then you feeling hurt, like you got color, but too much, too much where it's peeling. Yeah, so you imagine you got that, right? Um, what might you put on that to heal? Yes. Have you ever done that? When I was little, I I microwaved, um, what was it? Macaroni and cheese. Like I put it in a bowl. Like I heard that you could put it in a micro. I don't know why, but I microwaved it and the bowl got all floppy. And it was in there for like 10 or 15 minutes. So it was boiling hot. And so the bowl went like this. And I was only like 12. My skin ripped the whole shirt. It took my skin off with it because my mom lifted it up and my whole skin came up. Like they thought I was going to be scarred for life. But let me tell you, like, I have nothing like because I got an actual plant. My mom said that you get that aloe vera, slice it open, and like hold that uh like all throughout the day, always like fresh, and that healed it. So if you live in Miami, like that really works. But the actual plant, I was thinking he's in Miami, like you should know this. I I don't know. You think I look Hispanic, but I try to tan, but I'm pretty pale. So I I never drank it, but it is around here because I live in the desert, so we do get it does grow, but I've never eaten it. Does it heal inside? Or well, thank you for calling. Think maybe next time I'll have a smarter game that will be more of a challenge for you. Uh, but I really tried tonight. I get the games and I don't always go over beforehand, like how the rules are. But thank you for being a good sport. And I know he's what? Yeah, Terry. He's running lobster, but he just called right before you, I think, or no, right before the. Yeah, he just called like the right before the last caller. Yeah. We know what we didn't play as many. I think he did, but we were mainly talking about his father was in the hospital. Um, so we didn't get to do a lot, but I maybe not. Did you get any right, Terry? Oh, you said yup. I don't know. Oh, because of the well, because I know him a little bit better because he's called other times. So I could say like with motorcycle, because he's always saying he's buying like motorcycle accessories and stuff. So if I knew you like a little bit better, then it'd be easy. Oh, what did he say? Not a triangle. Guys, you gotta get along. Um, I don't like the fighting. Also, keep in mind it's late where you are because you're 3 hours ahead of me. You're in the other coast. You're in the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast, so it's late. Yes. Do you ever troll on the internet?
No, I don't. But Terry does.
Time to end the call. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Have a good night.
All right, thank you. Good night. What is that? Jerry, where you at? I didn't see he was trolling. Hello.
Hey, Precious. Get you back on.
Don't lock me up, Fidel. No, I hate when my callers don't have a good time, but I don't think I manage the games very well. I try. Maybe a different game. I don't know. I tried. um, you know what I think? Men can be very competitive, but literally on the box, it said on both like these games I have here, it says the point of this game is just to have fun. And that's just it. Like I just so when someone calls, I just try to get to know them a little better and then I can have more fun. But maybe I shouldn't have said so many perverted ones. How are you doing?
Mm, I'm good. I felt like I was coming down with something, but
Like a cold?
first like a cold, but then it felt like it didn't feel like my then it fell all the way down to my stomach or something. So
When did it start?
um, did I take something this morning? No, I kind of brushed it off, and it and then and I was mostly fine throughout the day, but then I after eating dinner, my stomach started feeling funny now. But it's not too bad. That's all. It's not too bad. I can. I was still, thinking, should I still call? So,
What did you have for dinner?
it's a leftover. Last night I made my own pizza.
Yeah. Did you cook it enough tonight? Like it,
Uh, yeah, I almost burnt it.
yeah. I'll be right back. You guys want to go out? Come on. Come on.
All right.
I didn't want to say this because I didn't want Daryl to get mad at me, even though it's not a vitamin. But he's very cautious about what I take, with especially supplement, because he doesn't trust companies, right? But do you remember when I came down with a cold? Oh, I got a new member. Thank you so much. Black H Greg, a super fan. Okay. Do you remember that? I I was like sniffly and I was like I came on with a cold. Do you remember that? This year? Last year. I remember it went away. Do you remember how it went away, like, really quickly? Like, once I got it within, like, a couple days? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think I had something like that. Yeah.
And I didn't tell you guys really why, except, like, yes, I did take my vitamins from Daryl. But here's what I took. It's very expensive, okay? It's over $50 and you get 30 packets. This is called uh, thymic protein A. Uh, you can get this off Amazon. I want you to look into this. If you feel a sickness coming, but also if you already are sick, you can take one packet, you can take multiple packets a day, you can take two. So when I felt that sickness, this is what I took. And that was the fastest I've ever been cured of a cold, and it was really bad. It w and that's why I credit to yes, of course, taking my other vitamins and everything, but why it didn't stick around, this thymic protein A, there's a lot of research into this. It's again, like, it's 30 packets, it's over $50 on Amazon. I don't know if you can get it cheaper anywhere else, I would look. But if you can get it quickly, I don't know if it's in any stores, but if you feel sick, and I would keep this in stock. Um, I actually had John buy this for me when I ran out of my other one when had got sick and I got better, and I had him buy this for me when I got r the, notice about, like, all that revenge porn and stuff out there of me, and I was really and I still am going through it, but at my lowest, like, this for helping my strength, um I credit this to really helping. What you do is you'll take a packet. I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't waste it. It looks like this. You take a packet and you put it in your tongue. You put it like you'll open it, put it in your tongue, let it dissolve there. Very easy. You don't need it. I don't even think you need to take it with water or anything. Let it do its thing. Um, and I'm only saying this to you at the risk of upsetting people because I believe very strongly that it works. And if it doesn't work, then return and get your money back. Amazon will give you your money back. But if it does work, keep it in stock for the times that you really need it, like emergency level. I'm very sick and my body needs something like kind of thing. So yeah, 12 trillion active molecules per serving. I believe in that. I believe in this product. So um I would say maybe get you some of that if you're willing to, like, for over the counter in the meantime. Obviously, if you still feel like sick tomorrow, maybe an urgent care, maybe like a doctor visit. I wish they could do those still like on call, you know?
You
Um,
know what though? Now that you showed me that before, I have to get up early in the morning, so uh, I just remembered that um I did take a supplement.
uh-huh.
So this one is called One Daily. But yeah, I could look into that the thing you showed me, the boost.
Yeah, here it's something how thymic protein um a tool for rejuvenating immune function. Um, maybe look into it. Um, I came across it by accident. It was with a lot of like beauty product stuff and it was expired, this thing, and I couldn't sell it, and I was like but I had gotten really desperate at one point, and I remember it really helping and being like, "Wow." And then I realized, like, when I had that cold, this wasn't a fluke, you know? It's expensive, but it works, and some people use it for, like, their pets, it can be recommended, but I think that when you're really, really sick, when you're really, really sick, it's worth it, because you'll give a lot just for some relief, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
look into that and just try it. I mean, oh, thank you, Jacob. This is not to say that Daryl's vitamins don't help me, because I credit that I look better than I did if you look at videos of me even years ago than I did even years ago. I have better, I think, my organ function, even though I've been through so much hell. My skin, my hair, my butt, I feel like I definitely credit, but this is just for a like a one-off type of things when you really need something like emergency kind of stuff. Um, but I definitely credit my health and overall that I continue to take a cycle of these vitamins. And I don't take that, I wouldn't take this today. I couldn't afford to take this every day, but that's the only thing. And I'm sure Daryl's going to be looking it up right now, like, let me validate that you're not taking poison. But again,
I mean, you look like you taking care of yourself.
thank you. I just saying, I'm only saying it because I believe that it could help you, and especially when you what you say about stomach, and since it's for like instant for like immune function, giving you that fight that's like 12 trillion fighters, like, let's go. Like, if you need that, um, that's the only thing I can think that could offer you that quick for your
Yeah.
yeah.
So all in one day.
Yeah,
It's
of course. I mean, you try what.
that. What the great stuff.
Well, oh yeah, if you feel ibuprofen, yeah. That's an anti-inflammatory, so I could see why for your knee, why you would take that. I was looking for if I have any too for my hand, because usually I take Tylenol for my back pain. But I was looking at anything anti-inflammatory because my hand gets pain. Um, Gosh, my boys, man. I mean,
I've been thinking about how much it hurt. So so I look at it as much as I can. I'll be off tomorrow, so I'll be good then.
food poisoning, then you're gonna want to go to the bathroom. Like, that's when you say, because if you make want to throw up, do you have any fiber, magnesium, inulin? I'm trying to think. Even a laxative if you're desperate to just get out of you if there's a poison, because your body wants to get rid of that. Mm. Oh
If
yeah, yeah. And be easy on yourself. Like, breathe. Like, I can hear it in your body right now that you're like your body's like putting in a calmer state. Like, get through this, you know. And you've probably been under a lot of stress too, hasn't it? Been very cold.
yes, I've been stressing this whole week. This whole week, actually, I've been coming in late because of the traffic.
Better late than in an accident.
Yeah, but nobody really said anything, so that's good. They might come up later. Charge and everything.
Yeah, and I would imagine it's incredibly illegal to punish someone for being sick, and they would have a case against the state board. So they can be real watch themselves with that if they want to say anything. Because yeah, and if you're a hotel, you don't actually want, you know, to make your clients sicker. You know, so plenty of fluid and rest. Yeah.
I usually take with me an empty spray. Well, it's a spray bottle. Put alcohol in it. In case that's like come across some germs, cause I uh sometimes I'm called to shampoo carpets and get and come across some throw up and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It's that sick time of year. You could have picked it up from any of that because people be sick all over, sure. But it's normal to get sick sometimes, though. And our immune system, um, fighting it, it's a normal process. Like, you're not, um, like I was in the hospital last week, I think, or when on New Year's Eve, when I busted up my own hand, and there's a lot of sick people there. And I thought, oh, I might get sick, because people are really coughing. But I thought it's natural. You get through it, you heal, and you get stronger because your body trains on that. Like But that's the thing. You already have a lot of exposure, so your immune system should be strong, but it could be weaker right now because of all the cold and the stress. So maybe that could help. You're going to be home tomorrow.
Yeah. Getting, I think never got a chance to take care of it. Earlier.
Yeah.
I go to the bank to go to the bank early. So
How does your stomach feel right now? You feel queasy, or you feel like tight, like a pain?
I feel it feels a little crazy. Not not like I'm running. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also it's late. You're probably tired, right?
Yeah, I'm a little tired from
Yeah.
course.
And rest helps that healing too. Oh man, I hate to hear you sick. It's like it literally pains me. I feel like all my boys out there, Terry and
I
John
mean,
with the
like I said,
sciatica,
it doesn't feel
Daryl.
too. I mean, like I said, it doesn't feel too bad right now. I mean, I think I'm able to,
This job is so hard, Jerry. You work so hard. And I feel like you obviously work in part because you have to. So it's not like you're like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sitting on millions, but I still choose to do this." But but I feel upset because I feel like the direction you're going in, where it leads, because it seems like in America where like it's good to just like get work ethic and you work and you work, and I do it to myself. You just work, a- and I wonder what it's doing to you though, because you've been on kind of a downward health track. Not anything that's not fixable, but it's like we've been waiting for it to turn around. Like, okay, well, maybe it's this week, But now I feel like, is it that you're working too hard and you need something? Like, uh, do you think that you've been working harder since the new management last year came in, or was it the year?
certain year. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a younger crew, a young, yeah, younger.
A lot of pressure to compete up with to keep up with it, right?
Yeah.
Their expectation. And that's what they'll do though, they'll suck as much as they can out of you. That's the nature of like 99% of business, I think. And it's not that you're letting them, it's kind of like you didn't choose for the management to be changed over.
Well, I think it's kind of this me.
But everybody's like that. But you'd still have developed an expertise and a skill, even unwittingly, by virtue of how many days you've been doing this, you know, days and weeks and months and years. And you have such a knowledge that is worth so much more at this point than ever of what you used to be. Like, I feel that you're capable of fitting a job that in that place, I would believe that pays better or a similar company for less strain on your body so you can actually be more productive for them because you have a very strong awareness of this field and all the like the intricacies about it, like more than you even realize. Like you know what I was saying about how if you do something enough, you develop a skills at it in ways like I have like with thrifting without even realizing and shopping, which it sounds stupid to say as like a hobby, but you get good at you're very good at it. And not just in like the laborious, but in the things that the knowledge that you have that there needs to be a way for that to be maneuvered into a position that you can have longevity because right now it's like your health is being impacted. And I think the stress of keeping up is hurting your health too. Because I bet you have a sense of dread when you go to work of what today challenge like might you not be able to do the way that you want to. You know what I mean? Like instead of feeling like comfortable in your job, I feel like you haven't for a while, even though you're very good. Yeah, and maybe I feel like old school methods. I've heard of like poachers of like I've heard of someone that hired an actor to call in, like, pretend they're trying to poach them for a job, and then they literally worked to help get them a raise. Like, these people need an understanding, like, you could lose Jerry, you know what I mean? Like, y if somebody came in, say, and was like, "Oh, how much are you getting paid here? Oh, wow, you're really good, like, how much are" like, doing all like, just putting the fear in them, like, something I don't know how to I've never negotiated a raise before. And me and Terry even talked about this, like, in that book of, like, um, why men might make more and, like, women maybe not speaking up for and I think I'm like that where, um, I I've never had the guts to do that, but yet I feel like if not now, then when? This is your life. This is your one life, and yeah, there must be a way to get what get what you're worth because you pay people what they're worth and things have become more expensive and it's not just pay but the ability because there's plenty of people that get older and older and they're able to work for a company and be such an asset for them that they don't want to lose. I almost feel like writing these people if I knew who they were. Like, I don't know what the
I
name of this.
mean, I was told that they don't. I was told what you don't want to lose me. I think what they're doing. I think I might. I don't. I might, I might be wrong, but I think I might be testing to see if I have the potential to to a higher position a super as a super. You know what I mean?
Yes, you absolutely do. You have to tell yourself that and believe it because it's true. Like, this is going to come out wrong and but I only know how to say it this way. Whenever I want to do something, I think about all the stupid people that have done it. Like, like all the very dumb people that have like gotten there or been able to be in like a position or whatever. And you are not stupid, man. And but like if you care, like if you can say it confidently, like a band-aid, that this is who you are. Like even if you're in a like a character, you know, like you're going to a new school and you decide I'm going to be the confident guy, and you walk in the hall and they don't know that you're not because that's you're acting the part. You are Jerry, the guy who's gonna be supervisor, who knows he can, and not, like, shy, "Yeah, clean it up, like, I'll take" like, it's like, "No, um, I know my shit, I know this the hotel business, I've been in this in all the different ways." Which is like, if you ever watch, like, Undercover Boss, it's like what they want. The person that has knows from, like, cleaning the floors to, like, dealing with the customers, to do, like, all the which ways you know this not just the industry, but you know that building, that business, the how many rooms and beds and everything, like, that you could absolutely supervise. And I think maybe you need a chance to
Show a little more initiative.
no, not show initiative, but show, like you know how a lot of people end up getting booted up because, like, somebody else got sick and had to leave, or you had to come in and do this, you know what I mean? And then it showed like, "Oh, we can do this." And then almost also with the threat of, "But I can also leave," and then what do you have? Like, you're almost better off leaving for a week being sick and then seeing what they're missing, but you wouldn't wanna leave them in a bad spot.
No, no. I mean,
I want you to feel that you're going in the right improvement, you know? But
yeah.
are you? Like I feel like your strategy has been to
Between memory of thoughts of what I want to do.
because I feel like your strategy since they came in was been to like to work as hard as you can and give it your all. And it's been working where you got to like you've kept your job. Then you know what? Maybe ask for a meeting. Like ask like maybe can I talk to like somebody that has that control and be like, how could I? There must be a better way. Like there must be somebody that's knows this better than me. But I'm just merely thinking out loud to look into the ways that you would open up the discussion and then from there how you would say there must be like a dialogue of like how
It's like I don't need it. What it takes to bring
How to ask for a promotion. Okay.
promotion.
Yeah, because that's what we want to get you, right? Clearly articulate why you believe you deserve a promotion, referencing your documented achievements in alignment with the company goals. How do I convince my boss I deserve a promotion?
So
Achievements.
far, I made 4 times.
Yeah, that's it. That's an achievement. Make a list of all your assets, give them a reason to promote you. Make them feel that if they lose you, it will hurt their bottom line. What words to use? Hi boss, thanks for meeting with me. So I've been working here for a few months now. You've been working there longer. And I think I've been doing a really good job. I've really gotten good understanding of the ins and outs of the business. And because of that, I'd like to discuss a possibility of a promotion. You could even do better than that because you have even more to offer. But you have to open that door, I think, and not be afraid of that because there's nothing to be ashamed of. They should be ashamed of not giving it to you yet. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Evaluate your performance. Decide on the right time. Prepare a compelling case. Script the conversation. Justifying your promotion. Organize and present your achievements. And then it has it in more detailed steps for these. I can send you this link that might help. How do I justify a promotion? This one face sales. Any examples makes the case stronger. But I would maybe also it's like I don't want to have to like leave, but you don't want it to sound like a threat maybe, but kind of like but
You
I feel like what would be the promotion up from what you're doing, right? That'd be like a supervisor, right?
keep a supervisor or working fully maintenance.
Yeah, so maybe like I feel like I could really excel as a supervisor, like because I know this job so well and I've been doing it so long and I really like want this company to be successful and I feel like that's I feel like there is a compelling case for that, don't you think? Career progression.
Yeah, and
Ask
I
for a
got
formal meeting. Your boss, is he like you ever talk to him? Is he okay to talk to? Or do you get like he doesn't talk to people, you know? There's got to be like an opening to be able to be like, can I?
and I see retired.
Yeah.
And then, she's still kind of new, so we're but you know we're getting along, but
Do you feel more nervous around her because she's a female?
I gotta show her, I gotta show her, you know, I gotta show her more of what I gotta boost up. You know what I mean?
I feel like you already have though. It's more like telling her, like pointing it out. Because sometimes people don't notice if they're not. Sometimes they need to be a little bit more told,
Yeah.
like,
Lately um, I've been kind of feeling like I'm burning out.
yes. And it's and that's why I'm thinking of a position you could do that would burn you out less because it's less physical and more utilizing like your ability to handle like what they would want to know, I think, as a suit as like a boss, what they want to know is be like, could this person cover this? Could this person like I could say Jerry's got this, you know? And would that be easier for you than having to do as much as you've been doing? Which sometimes probably involves still picking up slack, but not to the level, you know, that you've been having to do to the point of burning out, you know?
Yeah.
Here's some things. Respect your boss's time, solve problems, don't just identify them. Don't be squeaky wheel. Well, I don't know about that. Make your boss look good. Ask for advice. Speak up. Be a model employee. And maybe asking how you could get there.
Hmm.
Do you feel stuck? Like you're doing your best, but like this is where they limited you, you know?
I was kind of going towards that. Think about it. Like I said, I think I'm getting tested, for like these online courses that they give all of us. Uh, like checking on how well I do, how well they follow the assignments and stuff. And I could probably take a position where I'm good on, I could be good on the computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I'm thinking with your knees the way they are, you shouldn't be on your knees cleaning carpets and cleaning vomit and working those machines. Like somebody else should be doing that at this point. Like you're more advanced than that, you know?
Time, times I've been on my knees for um, the hours I put on,
Yeah.
the hours I took moving up and down places and stuff.
If you see an opening to talk to this woman and maybe during the day when you're feeling up to it, think about it in your head because people have done this. People have come from lower than, you know what I mean, where you're at and risen up and found that by like figuring out how to communicate what they want, like, and you know what? This isn't the end all be all. You can find another job. You know what? I know you feel like you're struggling, so you don't want to lose what you do have, but this is not the only thing, you know? And you have to be willing to take a little bit of a risk in order to get better. Because if nothing changes, then nothing changes. So you have to change your strategy in some way to change your situation. It's unfortunate that that's how that works, but because they should just be offering to you, but you're worth fighting for it, you know? And I bet you you could walk into any other hotel. If they let you go tomorrow, if all of a sudden you found out you were laid off, like, okay, then you take your unemployment and for a while, and then you apply it, and I bet you get another one. I bet they would love to have the workers, and they'd probably pay you more because competitive pricing on new people that know what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
this yeah, you're very marketable, but you just get stuck in not feeling as appreciated as you should be, so then you lose the appreciation for yourself. Am I making any sense? It's kind of
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Like I said,
it's just the only way I've ever heard of people being able to get promoted is by fighting for it and asking for what they want and trying for it. Even, writing someone or and you're yeah.
yeah, I just gotta, myself up, shake it off. You know what I mean?
Put your health first. People always say that to me, but it's it's true. Like you can't discard your own importance because your body will take that. You know what I mean? It's like I say, it's true. Like sex, release, orgasm, it tricks your body into feeling young, but not just that, that importance, that a life that but it's the opposite of like telling yourself like you don't deserve a pleasure, or you're not like that's not for you. That's you know what I mean? Like you need to give yourself like healing and good treatment so your mind will tell your body like no, you're gonna live. We're alive. I got cards on this table to play, like, you know, instead of like I'm too, weak.
Yes, all right.
Yeah. Do you know a lot about the Golden Girls?
I, I have, I have, I've, I wouldn't say I grew up on it, but my mom watched this a lot. I sit around. I probably not gonna pick up on something. So.
What about The Office? We have other games I'll probably be able to play next week, but these are the ones I
I'm gonna
had
do.
in front of
I'm
me.
gonna actually. I was thinking about taking a look at the Golden Bird.
Yes. Okay.
Trying to see what I
Name. Okay, I'm sorry. What name did Blanche and Dorothy use when they responded to Rose's personal ad?
hmm. Well, I don't think I'm gonna know this one.
Isaac Newton. Wait, so they responded could you imagine doing that to your friend? Like, say you had a friend named Bill, and you responded, and you're like, "My name is Shelley Walters." I don't know, how could you do that to someone, your own friend?
Hmm.
Okay, let's see. Why did Sophia turn Dorothy's high school prom date away at the door? High school prom date? Did they relive their prom or with this? Because Dorothy's like the older one, right? It says he wasn't dressed appropriately. It must have been like a later in life prom, which could be fun.
I want to say, I don't know.
Okay. What is the name of the one man who refused to sleep with Blanche? The one man.
One man who refused to sleep with Blanche. That, oh, God. Oh, man.
I like his name too. I like this. I should see if it's available on.
What the,
It's Ham Lushbo.
what's the rush about?
Ham Lushbo. Yeah. In the premiere episode, why didn't Blanche marry Harry?
That she wasn't ready to settle down?
He was a
Oh,
bigamist.
oh,
I should go over some of the books I got. Maybe tomorrow.
that's one of those episodes. That's one of those episodes that a lot of some people.
I have a book that it's like
Mm,
a memoir of a person who was a polygamist. I thought that could be interesting.
mm,
And I'm trying to also see what I have for books from like male perspective because I understand um that um it can be offensive to hear things said from a female perspective if it feels inconsiderate of the males or if it feels like it's just too much of like an attack, which I don't mean to do that by read.
you just, I just think people have to get. I mean, they're not gonna like take offense to a lot. Not too much. I mean,
Yeah, the thing is that's unfortunate is like okay, so like with the polygamist woman, that would represent one man doing it to like a bunch of women, right? Because you're like one of many, which means how many men is that? It's less than the amount of women that are like, you know what I mean? Uh, so, but to be the truly monstrous, right? You're gonna be hear about more than like, hey, this guy, like, I'm trying to think of there was a guy and he was just nice to me. Just like for no reason nice to me today at the thrift. And I don't know why. Like I'm sure I look like shit. I had panic attack and crying and or maybe it was yesterday. Was it yesterday when I went to the doctor at that one, right? Um and just for some reason just being nice to me. I'm trying to remember why. What it was at first. Like maybe about the games. It was something like, "Oh, you have to check it that there's all the pieces are there." Oh, oh yeah, yeah. And then I was looking at the books and it was like, um, oh look what kind of books do you like? And I said, oh, and I'm so awkward, but I was just like, oh, well, any that kind of pop out, like especially if I think it's something that my mom would have read. And and he didn't ask for like my number, thank God, or anything. It was just being nice to me. Anyway, it made me feel
book, but when you looking up books, that kind of that kind of opens up an interest in what and what do you like and stuff.
yeah.
And people think, I mean, I'm just that could be I'm
Yeah, I just feel like I'm not usually just like treated like a person when I'm out because like I'm so freakish, I feel. And I don't like
just,
I don't like carry myself always normal or dress normal. A lot of times my shoes don't even match, and so to me, if someone just treats me nice, what I'm saying is this person is, I don't know his name. It's not like a remarkable of note to anybody else, but what he did for me was like made me feel like a person for like in public. Like I was like equal to other people for the first time in a long time. Because especially after that Target incident was really rough. But what I mean to say is those people don't really get the credit as much as like this polygamous guy who's maybe so I don't mean for things to come off as like anti like a male or anything of, but by the nature of somebody doing something that stand out as bad, like whoever arsonist, if they find out an arsonist who did any of this damage, his name will be more well known than 1,000 men that did simple nice acts that go that seem to go unnoticed, but it's good karma and it's good for you and you do feel good, like whenever I'm at the thrift and they ask me to like if I want to round up my pennies, I always do, and they're always really thankful. Then they go out of their way to help me get a box for my books and everything. Because I guess most people don't give them the extra 12 cents or a quarter or whatever. But I don't think anyone's, you know, I never think anyone will remember me for that or just, but they'll remember some crazy woman that does some horrible atrocity. But um anyway, this is just to say I do keep an eye out for books from a male perspective that do show this softer side of the male experience that is not um, painted in a bad light or that goes unnoticed. I very much like to share um, points of view, and there's a lot that some people may find where like I see a lot of books of from men. Like there's always a book like this thick that was written by a man that's supposed to be a very lovely story about trees and like how throughout time and these trees and how the people that live there and the wood and but it's not necessarily has the same appeal to everyone, but a lot of beautiful there's a lot of beautiful male-centered stories that aren't like thrillers that I may pass on, but it's not because for a reason that I don't want to share. Like there was one about a man in Africa or a young boy who figured out how to get water to create a wind to get water for the community. Like this very impressive young man to do this, but like but I have to pick like um what stories I feel fit at the time and also for us having a good time that some may be very um worthwhile to know about, but maybe not the whole story as it's presented. Um I can I can do it justice to that experience, but um I will look through what books I have and definitely when the right one stands out to me it's like and I've done biographies, we did Mickey Mantle, we did Einstein, Elon Musk, but I actually have one about like I said that poet that killed himself at with like 30 that um appealed to me because, his obviously his pain and his genius and that. So anyway, it's just to say, please don't think that if I read books that are more female centric for a time that I'm deliberately avoiding.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's
Makes sense.
not my intention.
Yeah.
I think you know what it
It is.
was. I think
It is.
I think when I came off about the marriage thing, when it's like people were saying, "Well, I'll never want to get married then." And I felt that I must have come across like I didn't care about what happened to men. Like, as I don't think that men should have indentured servitude and never be able to remarry and all this money. Like, I think things should be fair, like for a time that a person can um get enough of so that they can just survive, like, and not forever off of the guy's back. And I think it must have come across that way to the guys at the time, and I felt bad, like, did they really think that I think that women should just, like, take men's money and get, like, I'm not that person, and I don't believe in, like, get it your bag and get, like, I really was just seeing them from the perspective of, like, the worst case scenario for a woman and how why or a man and why that would wanna be avoided. And I think that it turned some people away, and I had lost subscribers that night, and I felt they must think that I'm very, heartless, and I I'm not, but maybe it came across that way. Yeah.
No, I don't believe it. I mean, I think, I mean, I just when you read, I like I just want to explore with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
Thank you. Thank you. Um,
you especially how you make it so interesting. So I've never gotten into as much reading as I did with not as I did with you. You know what I mean?
mhm, yeah. But thank you.
Seeing to like I see things in my head from what you read to us.
That really means a lot. I really put my heart into um the sharing of books with you, of the sharing
Yeah.
together, the experience of reading together.
And what to do.
Okay, well, I can't wait to be doing it again on Sunday, and we'll see, maybe a little sexy reading tomorrow, date night. We'll see what we do. But
But
y-
yeah.
you, I don't want to say something generic like you take care of yourself. Like you, really, like you are loved. People in this chat, people can. I get messages where it's like, okay, I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Management has written me, and he says Jerry is the greatest guy. He said Jerry is such a nice guy, such a good guy. Like, and just like multiple times, just like if it'll be like great show tonight or whatever. Like, um, um, but then it's like that guy, like Jerry. He's such a good guy, and I think that maybe you don't see it how you mean to people, but um, really a lot of people's like favorite person,
Yeah.
and
I try.
so just I don't know. I just thought um maybe you take that thought and try to get some rest tonight, get a little bit stronger, and let they say like great ideas come in the showers because you're relaxed. So maybe let yourself while you're relaxed start thinking about Jerry and the power move of getting a promotion and start setting the scene like your comic book uh storyboarding, and I think you'll figure it out. Okay?
Yeah. I mean,
All right. Well, I gotta pee and you gotta catch up on your Golden Girls. I love you. Good night. is the Tom and Jerry show. Shut up. You drunk military. He was trolling. About what? Oh, then. Actually, I've gotten more subscribers like between like last night today. I think people um are finding us. I hope. I mean, I don't need more. It's not about that. I've survived on having I survived on telling you guys, please do not subscribe to me. Please don't. I was like anyway, I it means more that it means more that the place that we have is happy and comfortable and fun and everything like that means more than just having more people in. You know what I mean? Like um so yeah. Anyway, I have a lot of books to share with you, which we'll get to at one point. But in the meantime, you get some sleep. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to thank you so much for being there for me tonight and this week and hanging out. And I cannot wait to make your entire next week worthwhile. Okay. Mhm. I love you. Delirious. Oh no. You rest your head.